story of a day today because even I don't know what we're drawing. Hi. Hello. Hello. Which bracken? Bozos. What's bracken bread buddies? Hi. Hello. Mystery time. Yes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm kind of obsessed with Stardew Valley right now, and I really want to play more. Play more Stardew Valley. I thought about changing the stream last second, but I didn't. Anyway, so we're gonna draw for a bit, and then maybe we'll swap to that later. Who knows? Who knows? But we're gonna draw for now. Hello, hello. What are we drawing? Great question. So, a funny little thing here about that. So I have a lot of commissions to do, and also I have a lot of important project work to do outside of commissions. But all of it, I think currently, that's due within the next month, is NDA. So I can't stream it. So, you know. Guess it's a Stardew stream now. Nah, we'll draw for a little bit, but I do want to play Stardew. I do want to play Stardew. So maybe later, but we are gonna draw for a bit, don't worry. So I was thinking, what if... Now, okay, we have a lot of options here, okay? We could draw a whole lot of things. So first, we're not gonna do this. Preface, but what we could do is we could go through Garden of Banban and map out what the hell that entire facility looks like for all 7-ish games that they have now, and just see like what the map of the place looks like, because I know they've got like drops and shit. We could do that. That would be fun. Or not doing that, but that would be funny, wouldn't it? Draw an NDA. I can absolutely draw an NDA. Look at this. That's the information, and this is where I sign. Yeah, wait, let me just, wait. Yeah, yes. Drawing manga? I might work on the manga. That's not a bad idea. I do have this little sketch I was doing this morning, which was supposed to be the manga kids, the 3 of them. So maybe we'll just mess around with this, and then maybe we'll work on the manga. I don't know. I mean, I can. What do you guys want? What do you guys prefer, huh? You got any little things? Her face looks kind of like an alien here, so let's give her eyebrows. It's giving me some vibes. Anyway, yeah, I've been thinking about different things to do with my manga, but you know what? Before I talk about that, I have to talk about something that I was just looking at, because it happened like 2 minutes before stream. I saw it. Your signature almost goes off to paper. That's because I make a big statement. I vote for the maps. You guys want me to make the map? We can make the map. We can go through all of the Garden of Banban games right now, and we can make a map of the entire facility. Which I actually thought about doing that as a stream idea, because I thought that would be funny. This is not what I wanted to talk about. This is unrelated. But because I thought it would be funny. But then I realized you get knocked out and moved to random, undescribed locations like 50 times in that game. So, like, you're just, like, starting in a new facility every time, and it wouldn't make sense anyway. But we might do that as a stream, just because, I mean, it could be funny. It really could be funny. I don't know. We could just classify every new knockout as, like, a new area. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to talk about my manga a little bit more in a second. But first, unrelated to literally everything related to me. Literal Alice, thank you so much for the super. This super is covered by NDA. Oh my god, so true. Thank you, Literal Alice. Thank you very much. The NDA goes crazy. Ah, there it is. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. But I saw this before. Do any of you guys follow Watcher? Like Watcher Entertainment with Ryan, Shane, and Steven? Them? I wanted to call him Steve for a second. That's not his name. But do any of you guys follow them? Oops, she broke NDA. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. I also thought about being my 3D model today, but I'm holding back. I do want to be bigger. I kind of want to be bigger. No, not this. Yes. Thank you. But do any of you guys follow Watcher Entertainment? Because, you know, like BuzzFeed Unsolved guys, but their new thing, like with Ghost Files and all that stuff. Manga would be awesome to do. Okay, we will do that. We will do that. I'm gonna sketch these a little bit here, and then we will do that. Sounds good. But they just made like an announcement like an hour ago, saying that they're moving all of their stuff from YouTube to an independent new streaming platform that's like $6 a month or something like that. And I'm like, oh no. In my mind, I was like, this is so sad. I can't afford that. Like, hell no. I pay more than that or I pay basically that for like all of our Minecraft servers and everything every month. I can't be paying that. That's too much. Too many streaming services. And then I was like, well, what do the comments say? Like, maybe I'm just like gonna mess out and be really sad about it, you know? And all of the comments are like agreeing with me. They're like, we can't afford this. Like, what are you doing? Adding another thing, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh my God, everyone thinks this is a bad idea and it's only been an hour. Oh my God. So, I love Watcher's videos, but I'm like, oh no. I hope they backtrack it. I really do. I really hope they backtrack it. Because, like, I know the need for wanting to be able to make more money because obviously their production value is really high. So it costs a ton. And if anyone knows that, I do because of Rezo. When the production value is high, the costs are higher. But, like, they have a Patreon and a merch shop and stuff. And I know they make use of it, but they probably should make a better use of that and like maybe YouTube memberships. I don't know if they have that. I don't think they do. Or maybe like stream on Twitch or something. They have a lot of options that it doesn't feel like they are exploring. And they just made a really, I don't want to say it was tone deaf, but it kind of felt like it, video where they were like, yeah, we're moving all of our stuff to an independent streaming platform. And I was like, oh, yikes. So I hope they walk it back and figure out a different way to make the money that they need. Because it sounds like they are losing a lot of their audience if they do not. Oh boy. I agree, yes. Okay, so yeah, hold on. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about me. Me. Get it? Me. That's me. Hi. Anyway, so, these characters I'm drawing right now, we're just gonna do a sketchy. I don't think I'm gonna color it or anything. But these characters are from it's going to be my first manga. It's still in production, but that's just because it's only me working on it and it takes a while. Also, I have to do commissions if I want to get enough money to buy food every week. So, you know, but this is Layla. This is Cairo, and this is Gail. And they are a ragtag team, if you will. But I love them. I've also been thinking recently, because you know, I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about when I say this, but just in case you do. You know how on Instagram, right, you have artists who, like, they're either new accounts or, like, they're old accounts that they, like, rebooted with new content in some way. So, basically, it's just, like, some artists will decide to just draw, like, a couple or a small group of people or something. You know what I'm talking about? And it's, like, you know, they just keep drawing the same characters in various AUs and situations and stuff. And, like, everybody eats that shit up because people love their ships and little friend groups and stuff out here. You know what I'm talking about? People love the predictability. So I was thinking I have to start indoctrinating everyone to like this trio. Or at least these two. Love you, Cairo, but no, these two, oh, they're a good ship. But you know, I need everyone to start liking them so that they want to buy the manga when it's time. Also, update, Viz Media do not want me. Well, they were nice about it, but he was just saying, like, the person I was speaking to from Viz Media, they were saying, like, they want not nothing, well, not nothing. They don't want my, like, because my art style is very, like, I don't want to say, I don't remember what wording they used, but my art style and the story, I guess, are very, like, lighthearted, and they want something a little bit more, I guess, not lighthearted. I don't know a better way to say that. So, looks like we're looking at self-production again, but that's okay, because I kind of figured that was going to happen. But that's all right, because, I'll figure it out, I'll figure it out. I do think I'll probably shoot my shot in the dark and reach out to a couple other publication places, just in case. Like, maybe some of the other ones, I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, these are the Pink Willows kids. They're very cute. They're also not kids. They're like 20 to 25, all of them. I think she's 21, he's 22, and he's 23, I think. Either that or 1 year older than that. I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, phones these days got them 3 cameras going on. But yes. So, I kind of love them. They're like my little children, but I also have the fruit bunch. But I've also been, like, cooking on other random stories that I'm not really going anywhere with yet, because I have enough self-control to tell myself you can only work on one story at a time. But let's look at the manga really quick, shall we? Yes, you want to see sneaky peekies? I have no idea what's gonna open when I click on this. Hopefully it's blank. Whoo! High cost for production value. Thank God I'm a VTuber that's really stingy and will just do everything myself. Okay, low key. Me too. Me too. The fruit bunch really activates my Yuri neurons. I love the designs of the characters. Oh my God, yes, I love them. Okay, so this is this page. Okay, that's probably fine. So you can't see my layers right now, but Pink Willows has 100 spreads or 200 of these individual pages. And I think 33 or 4 of them are currently done. So that's actually, you know what? Maybe I can just open the other thing at the same time as this and my computer will not blow up. I was going to say, maybe before we work on this, I can show you some fruit bunch stuff. Because I'm not even going to lie to you guys. My ass has been going crazy with the fruit bunch recently because I want it to be so good, but I've fallen into a trap with it that is very different than the Pink Willows trap. The Pink Willows trap, for explanation purposes, which is this one that I'll work on stream, is that I wrote the story with, like, brand new for it to be made in the manga. So I just kind of wrote everything, fixed it all up in one go, and then it was all ready within the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So the fruit bunch is very different because the fruit bunch, here's a graphic for you to observe that is fruit bunch related. Yes. A graphic, I say. It is a colored sketch. But anyway, and I love them. These are my original kids. However, they have existed since 2013. So maybe like 2014 probably. It's been like 10 years. So the story has inevitably gone through 10 bajillion, trillion, manillion, billion, gajillion, gorillion different changes. And, well, now I'm at the point where I'm like, well, what's better? When I wrote it like this or when I wrote it like that? Because in my mind, they're both good and I don't know what's better anymore. So, maybe I'll kidnap Monty or something. I don't know, because Monty and I were talking a little bit about it. But I need to make because, listen, Pink Willows is fine. The story makes entirely sense. Everything is good. Everything is done. There's no multiple fucking realities or anything with it. You know what I mean? It's just straight and normal. But then the fruit bunch, which is a much longer story. This one's more of like a series situation. And I do have all of the main points planned. So I know exactly what happens in what order in the story. But the problem is the specifics. So, like, I don't know who says what and how they look when they're saying it. But I know that, like two characters get in a generalized situation and I know how that generalized situation goes. It's just like the specifics in between that I don't know what makes it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was thinking about, because I can't spoil it to you guys. I can't just do a stream and be like, hey, what do you guys like better? Do you like it better when it did this, or do you like it better when it did that? Because that's just like me spoiling everything, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe I'll just get some other friends or something and have them walk through it. The problem is I have a Google document that is related to everything to Fruit Punch related, and it is 42 pages long. I think it might be longer than that now. Actually, I don't remember. The last time I looked at it, I think it was 42. I might be wrong. Anyway, so it's really long. But let's go on a tangent here. Let's go on some tangents. You know, I feel like going on a tangent right now. So these two, in their sketchy glory, this is Otako, and this is Mayumi, and they are like little besties who I ship. And if the creator ships them, well then I think you know where that's going. These two are Hikari and Kai. I also ship them. And these two are Elisha and Tetsuya. I do not ship them because she's a lesbian and he is gay. So I just had a moment in my mind where I was like, what is the male version of lesbian? But yeah, anyway. I love them. And she's kind of primary story, but he's more late story, so you don't really see too much of Tetsuya till later anyway. But what is Fruit Punch? This is it's a story that I've been making. Let's go on a little trip. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, soaring through the skies. Meow 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 meow. To the internet right here. What a spectacular jump. The Fruit Punch on Webtoon. So, as you can see, this is not updated since 2022 April. 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago, I have not updated this fucking thing. But that is because I have not intended to update it since then. Do not read it here. I'm saying this now, do not read it here. You can if you want. I don't want to delete it. Because, like, I mean, it has, like, a decent amount of, like, numbers and stuff going on. I don't know if you can see over here. It has, like, 40,000 reads and stuff. But do not read it here. Do not read it here. Like, I mean, you can. I won't stop you, but it's not canon. It is not canon. Do not read it here. Do not read it here. I see you guys saying in chat, oh, there's a webtoon. Don't. No, it's unfinished. Yes, do not read it here. You will be disappointed. You will be disappointed if you read it here because it will not be updating and it's not canon, okay? I gave you enough, hopefully there. So, I'm reworking the story, okay? I'm reworking it, so this is not canon anymore. Okay, are we all good on that? Where do I read it then? You can't read it yet. It's not done yet. I have to fix it. I'm one human being. It's not out yet. Okay, but, obviously it has 25 different chapters and stuff, and some of it is canon enough, but some of it is not, because I ended up trying to rush to make sure my updates were like at least once a month. You can kind of see I stuck to it a little bit, but I stuck to it better in the beginning because that was like early COVID. Yeah, like 2 in January, isn't that insane? February, March, yeah. Well, I really stuck to it. I did my best. It's over? No, it will be published one day. I swear it will be. I'm struggling. But basically, some of it is canon, but some of it isn't because I tried to rush to keep the updates coming, like, on time. So I ended up writing some chapters and things in a way that was kind of like as I went, and I just didn't like it as much. Primarily, there is one episode that I just have beef with. It's this one, The Shield. I have beef with this episode just because it's an exposition dump. Also, the art is really ugly now that I'm looking at it. Like, what are these muddy-ass colors? Muddy-ass colors? Why are her eyeballs so big? What is this font? Like, it's messy. I don't know. The art is just, it's old. Anyway, you get it. But this is an exposition dump of a episode, and I did it in an okay way. I do like this sketch still. This one's nice. The colors are awful. Like, they're so muddy. It looks like I shaded with black. But anyway, I didn't. But it looks like I did because I didn't use color. Anyway, so it's just an exposition dump because I literally just have her saying like, oh, here's how you do this. Here's how you do that. I think it was the episode before this one, actually. Whatever. You get it. She just says like, oh, this is the history of the Foo Fighters. This is this. This is that. Here's how I explain that to you. It's just exposition. Here it is. Look, exposition dump. Here's all this random nonsense about the world in giant long speech bubbles that not a single soul cares about besides me. So I'm like, I mean, it's look at this. Are you kidding me? Like, it's cute, but it's not serving. It's not serving, okay? I hate exposition dump episodes. Anyway, so that being said, I went back and I rewrote it and reorganized it, obviously, because Webtoon, you have to do like longer panels and stuff. As opposed to manga, which is more condensed panels. And I rewrote it. Some of it's similar, but then I had some thoughts where I was like, okay, listen. So, let me describe this. Otoko is the main character. She's kind of new to everything. You kind of learn a lot through her because she's learning at the same time as you as the audience. You know what I mean? So, she's the main character. And Tropia teaches her a lot. Tropia Mayumi. That's her last name. What, by the way, if you're ever like, why do they all have basic ass Japanese names and stuff like that? Listen, I made them when I was 14 and I just can't change it now. I can't change it now. I can't change it now. I really cannot. If I call them different names, trust me, I've tried redesigning these characters. Let me see if I have any. I've tried redesigning the characters enough times and I'm just like, I can't. I've changed their outfits. You could probably tell because the outfits used to look like, here, let's just use Hikari as an example. This is what they looked like back when the webtoon was coming out. The art is old, if you can't tell. But still, they had like fluffy skirts, which I really like for like cosplay looks and things like that. But realistically speaking, this makes no sense in universe. And also, like, I designed this with the thought of me, like, initially with the thought of me cosplaying it because I wanted to, because I thought that would be funny. But realistically, that doesn't make sense. So the new designs for them, 2 years later, look like this. They have more individuality. They're more like shape to the body. They're also just I don't know, because when you see these characters doing like flips and shit and jumping around, doing all sorts of like, you know, fighting stuff, you know what I mean, fighting scenes, they gotta have more whatever, you know, like fancy, like the poofy skirt wasn't serving for fighting villains. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, it's a serve, but it doesn't look like a serve every time I draw it, and it makes me upset, so I changed some of that. But, like, as far as things like their hair goes and their, like, primary colors and everything, like, look at them. They're perfect. I can't change them. I just can't. And their names and all of that. Anyway, so also, let it be said, I designed these characters when I was the same age as them. I know I'm old now and they're high schoolers, and I know shipping them is weird, but I made them when I was their age. I promise it's not that weird, okay? And the story hasn't changed that much. It's just the tiny details that have changed. Like, how intimidating do I want this bitch to be? Because she's intimidating, but she's also wearing pigtails. So, like, there is a canonic reason behind that, but, like, anyway, so, backtracking a little bit, I did some sketching for Otoko recently, by the way. I don't know if any of this is canon. I also don't know how long I want her hair to be, because I love her hair being ridiculously fucking long, but also just being down to her hips is kind of pretty, so I was playing with that, but then, like, this one's even shorter. But this is, like, a cantaloupe-themed outfit over here, so I don't know. Anyway. The basis of the fruit bunch. Let's talk there. Let's talk there. The basis. Old. Listen. I still feel like I'm 19, okay? COVID has not, since then, I simply have not aged in my mind, okay? I still feel like I'm 19. I'm 23. Which honestly is not that big of a difference, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's continue yapping, because this is what this stream has become to. I'm gonna close Pink Willows. We'll yap about Pink Willows in a bit. That's just taking up a lot of space on my PC right now for no reason. So Otoko is the main character. Oh, we got the blue circle of death. Wait for the program to respond. This because I closed it. Okay, anyway. You see the green one. The one in green with the pink hair. She's the main character. Okay, her name's Otoko. You're learning through her, so you kind of follow her. She's like the newbie. Okay, we're back. This is Hikari. I also kind of consider her a main character, but like in the antagonist type of way. Like, she's not the antagonist of the story. She's still like a hero because they're all like quote unquote on the good side, right? But okay, hold on. Backtracking. Let's backtrack. Okay, let's describe this. So, here's something. I don't know. I don't remember when I drew this, but it was recently. I was making like a little cover art image or something. Some of the sizing is wrong. Alicia should be a lot bigger in this. Whatever, you get it. Anyway, so the gist. They are 6 fruit fighters. Why are they called fruit fighters? I don't know. I thought it was cute when I was younger, so there's just a fruit theme. Just because it's got a cute little theme, though, doesn't mean it's not kind of a dark story. The story's kind of dark, okay? Not that dark, but dark enough. You know, I wouldn't go as far as to call it horror as I used to, but, like, it's dark enough. Like, there's some dark parts to it, you know? It's not giving necessarily Madoka Magica, but it's almost there, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so they fight things called shadows. Shadows are thingies that take on little human forms. You can also call them demons or hellspawn, basically any of that shit. I don't care, you know what I mean? Call them whatever you want. I gotta open up an old reference sheet so you can see what I'm talking about over here, okay. Here's 2 that were never canon. Kuchisake Onna and Annabelle, just because I thought it would be funny. So, basically, they're things like nightmares come to life, scary shit come to life, sometimes it's negative emotions come to life, sometimes they're just straight up ghosts, okay? I don't make the rules, that's basically it. It's just negative stuff that's got like a real form, and they fight them. The way to tell the difference between a human and a shadow, the eyeballs. They got red eyeballs with white pupils, and then you can't see it in this graphic because it's just a sketch, but they just have normal eyeballs with black pupils, okay? Normal. They're very normal. Okay? From the sick and twisted mind of Mimi Luchel. Yes, I know. Very sick and twisted over here. Anywho, so they fight those guys and save all the humans in their like country from the bad things. Okay? Makes sense. That's the gist. You get it? Cool. They're magic. They have magic powers. Their magic powers are not at random. You don't just get them. There's 6 powers that are passed on through generations. And if you don't have, which is funny considering I don't ever want to have kids in my life, so I don't know why I made it like this, but like let's not talk about that. So if you don't have kids, it just goes to the next person that it thinks is worthy, basically. All right, that's how it works. That's all you need to know. It's like a generational thing. Their parents pass it down to them when they're like 15. Okay. I'm going crazy. But anyway, so she's got, they've all got different backstories and stuff, but she's kind of messed up, so she's kind of like scary in nature, but these 2 are very pure-hearted and cute in nature. He's like, oh my god, he's like a human dog. I don't know how else to say that. I just describe him like a Labrador. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, anyway, they all have one exclusive power that gets passed on with their, like, color scheme, basically. So, like, the red one is stone fruit, which are things like peaches and plums, anything that has, like, a pit in it, basically. And the stone fruit power is teleportation, so we can teleport. Keep in mind, they don't have just, like, infinite use of them. Using the power makes them tired, just like using any other physical exertion, okay? Yes. And then this is Hikari. The purple one is the berry fruit power. I don't know why her gloves are a light color. Looking at this, her gloves should definitely be this, like, middle purple color. I don't know why they're not. Anyway, design brain, go burr. But I probably made it to match these ones. Oh, well, I don't like it anyway. We'll fix that later. It's not my business right now. So her power is telekinesis, so she can make things float with her mind. Very cool, yes. Berries are obviously things like strawberries, blueberries. If you come to me and you're like, strawberries aren't technically berries, actually. They're actually a different type of fruit. Actually, it's a vegetable. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. Shut up. I classify them how I want them to be, and that is simply how it is, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so the green one is melon. So, like watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydew melon, stuff like that. Honeydew melon is where the color comes from, in case you're curious. Thank you. Her power is like protection, technically, is what it's called, but it's like shields. So she can make shields, like round shields, straight shields, I don't know. She can block all sorts of things. And they're hard to break, real hard to break. She got high defense, okay? High defense stats. Anyway, the blue one, Tropia, tropical fruits like pineapples and kiwis and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Tropical fruits. Dragon fruits, things like that, yes. So she, her power is invisibility, so she could turn invisible. Yes, very cool, I know. Fantastic. The weapons, by the way, are not passed down by generations. They're just... This is supposed to be a drawing stream. I'll start drawing in a moment. They're just suited to the individual. You know, whatever weapon is best for them. I don't know. They're suited to them. Also, if you're wondering, yes, I made Otako's axe really long because it's prettier when it's long now. In the webtoon, it was a short little tiny baby handheld axe. Which ironically was based on the axe in Animal Crossing. But we don't talk about that. Anyway, I gave her a longer one because it's prettier. It suits her better. It just looks nicer. I don't know. She's giving more like Alice in Wonderland vibes now. I don't know. Anyway, which I'm obsessed with the concept of, so I love it. This is Alicia. She has healing powers. Once again, it is not as OP as it sounds. They can only use it a little bit until they get tired. Okay? It works out, you know? It's like a stamina thing. Anyway, so she can heal things. She's citrus, so like oranges, lemons, limes, things like that. Then this is Pome, Tetsuya Pome. Things like apples and pears, typically things that grow on trees like that. You know what I'm talking about? His power is illusions, so he can just make illusions. Obviously, that doesn't do much good when you know it's an illusion, but if you don't know it's an illusion, it's great. So, yes, they'll have their things going on. They all have different little cliques and stuff. Like, she's never met any of them in the beginning of the story. But once they do meet, these two are, like, kind of friends. But this one and the blue one, okay. Green and purple, they like each other. Blue and purple, they hate each other. Red loves purple. Red and green get along. Blue and red have like a rivalry type of situation going on, but it's kind of chill. So like they're chill with each other, but they also like, I don't know. She's kind of like, I don't like them. Them being red and purple. Orange and purple have a rivalry. They have had a rivalry since they were like little baby kids. And they're kind of mature now, but they don't talk to each other like that. Yellow does not give a damn fuck about nobody else. Okay, he's just doing his own damn thing all the time. He's just a little idol doing his little idol things and having fun. He doesn't really want to be a fighter, but he is. Yes. Wow. How spectacular is that? Have I told you enough about them? You get it. I love them. You can tell. I have a lot of information in my brain. Anyway, so I've been trying to think about... Oh, that scared me. Why do I have this open? Oh, dash art. Anyway, these are from a different story. Don't look at them. But yeah. So with the fruit bunch, I have rewritten? What is the past tense of that word? Anyway, I've rewritten it like a bunch of times. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even know what the actual file is called anymore. Hold on. I have like 10 different files called chapter 1. I think it's this one. Maybe it's this one. Is this correct? The world will never know. Oh, clouds. Look at that. How descriptive. Yeah, I think this is correct. There's a lot of pages in here, right? Maybe. Perhaps. I think so. Anyway, so Idol doing idol things. I am looking good. Thank you. Well, actually, maybe not that, but we'll talk about Pink Willows maybe later after this. I do actually want to work on things, but I'm in a ranting mood for the moment. I'll cut it off at the hour. But anyway, or maybe I won't. Who knows? I do what I want. So as you can see, these are my little storyboards. They're very basic. I think I've shown this on stream before. This like shows like their parents when they were fighters, color coded, so you know who the fuck is whose parent. It checks out. But yes, so what was I saying? I don't even know. But it's very like I have this like new version written and it's very nice, but as you can see, look, let's actually look at this. This entire page practically happened in the webtoon. Some of the art's different. This art is basically the same thing sketched, just fixed up a little bit. This one too, I think. These might be like new, I don't know. But like there's similarities here, but then there's also differences because like you didn't see the parents in the webtoon, you didn't see some of this other stuff that happens afterwards. Oh, that's a spoiler. Well, like the Spider Woman. I'll actually, you know what? I'll spoil this. I don't care. Okay. The Spider Woman. Let's go back to the internet temporarily. Back to the internet we go. Back to the old version that, yes, you can read it if you want, but I don't recommend it. So you have these two people, Lou and whatever his mom's name is, I forgot. She has a name, I just don't remember what it is. And then the Spider Lady. And then, these two come and they fight the Spider Lady and they save the people with this like little invisible chain plan, right? Yes. Well, if you go back to these new storyboards I've got over here, you see the same thing. It's the mom. The mom's looking for the kid. She gets attacked by a Spider Lady. They come in. But this is, oh, by the way, you read this from right to left like a manga, not like an American comic book. Okay, cool. But the text, it's like condensed more. The text is more consumable. I don't know. The progression makes more sense. It's a little, I don't know. The art's better, or it will be at least. Right now you can't tell. She's got a long axe, so it just looks nicer than this. Where is it? Her little short, tiny little thing. Hold on. Hold! Look at this little axe that she has. This tiny, like, little thing. It's kind of funky. Can I have, like, a single frame where she's just holding it? Maybe. Here, look at this. There you go. Her tiny little axe. It just looks kind of stumpy. But, like, this long one, oh, so much better. It just looks so much more pretty. It's giving much more pretty girl vibes. Yes. Okay, anyway, they save the people in basically the same way, but it's just redrawn in a way that makes more sense. Same sort of situation. I have the same gag that happens in the webtoon. If you have read it, you probably know what that is. If not, I'm not your business. But then there's some different parts here. So, like, fruit punch moment. I'm a Rocky! Hello! I'm trying to speak out my thoughts and figure out what my life is doing over here. Fruit punch moment, yes. So, the Spider Lady thing happens pretty much the same way, but the end is a little bit different. Because I really wanted to showcase this, and I will just spoil it because I do not care. Pardon me. So, in the original webtoon, basically, you do see this, but I don't do it as explicitly. I wanted to show the juxtaposition, so like the difference between how Otoko and Mayumi handle fighting a shadow versus how Hikari fights a shadow in the chapter after it. I want to show the like sheer difference in their personalities because of that. So here, you see them kill the shadow, and this is the shadow's soul right here. So Otoko grabs it, and she hugs it, and then here's where you see like this shadow in particular is somebody's ghost. It's like the ghost of a dead lady. And you see like a little bit of her story, and she's all sad, she's locked up or whatever. I don't know. It's like a sad thing. And then like a spider trapped in its own web. I said that in the webtoon as well, but I just thought that was kind of a cool concept, so we kept it. But yeah, anyway, it's got a lot more like dreamlike stuff going on, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of changing. It's very pretty and less literal in a lot of ways. But yes, so you see her hug it, and like she's like essentially putting the spirit to rest in like a very kind way. And then after that, you see Mayumi saying like, oh, her spiritual power is really high. So it makes you think, okay, Otoko has something special going on with her. You know what I'm talking about? She's got something special. She's not just some newbie who can't do jack shiza, okay? So I wanted to make her a little more special. And then in the next chapter, you see Hikari fighting the jellyfish somewhere in here. I think I chopped it out a bit. But whatever. You see her being a lot more cruel to the shadow. Same thing, but it's like more... It's more like obvious. And then she I don't remember what page it is, and I'm trying not to spoil all of this. Oh yeah, by the way, I made the jellyfish lady have a real big final form, which is just her inside of a quite large jellyfish. Isn't that fun? They also meet Kai a lot earlier. He's here in this scene because he's there to explain what the fuck is going on with Hikari, at least a little bit, like much earlier in the story. Anyway, you see Hikari grab the shadow soul and then explode it in her fucking hand, okay? Like, she don't give a damn about that thing. She treats it with no respect. There's no respect in this purple bitch, okay? The action shots look so sick now, by the way. Oh my god, I have to show you guys some Pink Willow's action shots. But thank you! Yes, I have been trying to fix my anatomy, my dynamics, my expression work. Things of that sort. My coloring and all of that, even though this is going to be manga, so it doesn't matter. Even though I've been considering coloring it myself and posting it on Webtoon anyway. But that is a later prospect. Damn, kaboom. I know. The flow in your comic art has gotten so much better. And there's super dynamic use of weight and stuff, and it feels like real action now. Thank you so much! That means a lot to me, actually. That really does. Also, Emiraki, I don't know if it was you who told me this. I feel like it was. It might not be. I remember at some point I said I was going to reboot Pink Willows. Not Pink Willows, I'm so sorry. The Fruit Bunch. I said I was going to reboot the Fruit Bunch, and somebody was like, please, don't use that font. Pick a different font. Any font but this font. And I was like, oh my god, you're so right. I hate that font too. But at some point I was like, well, I've been using it for so long, I have to stick with it. So I ended up using this other font, which is called Amazgoda. I paid for it, but it's like it's more like manga basic type of font, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, yes. Hi, working on tweaking, yes. Hello. Hi, Blue, yes. And also, hi, Sweetcraft, welcome. Yes, I am... LMAO, that was me, I think. Thank God, somebody else... I needed someone else to tell me that to actually make the switch. I mean, I probably might have done it with the manga anyway, but who knows? I needed the validation, okay? Thank you very much. I needed the validation. It blends in with the art much better. Yes, thank you. Also, making it smaller in bigger bubbles like this, as opposed to, like, these bubbles. First of all, the horizontal bubbles are awful. I hate them. As an avid manga reader, the horizontal bubbles do not do much. Also, like, why did the font change every now and then? I couldn't tell you, okay? But, like, it's just big, it's clunky. The bubbles are not even actually circles. Like, I don't know. And, like, let's not even talk about these backgrounds. Like, you could tell I was really trying to get this out. It's so... Oh, it's bad. Anyway, so... You are becoming unstoppable. Thank you. So, yes, basically, I wanted to retell the story so that you could see the juxtaposition between how nice Otoko is and how awful Hikari is, more or less. And I also wanted you to see Kai's relation to them more early on, because I realized... Okay, hold on. We're going to keep swapping back and forth. I'm just going to keep going. I realized in this, which is the webtoon, I realized you just see, like, here, he's talking to, Kai is just talking to, I don't remember. He talks to Hikari, like, in the beginning, and then, like, he just kind of follows them with no purpose, which is kind of what I want him to do, but, like, he has no purpose of being there. Like, as the reader, you're like, who is this man and why is he still here? Like, you get that he's a fruit fighter too, but, like, you're like, who is he? Why? What is his purpose? And, like, before that, for, like, the 10 first episodes, all you see is just him saying, like, oh, hey, let's go fight this shadow, Hikari. And then they go, but he does nothing, basically. And then he's like, Tuxedo Mask, my job here is done. I support women's rights, honeydew melon, and women's wrongs, grapes. Oh my god, thank you. Yes. Thank you. I can see the work you've been putting in. It's like you are already excelling at things, looking super pretty and more staticky idol poses, but now your motion is so much stronger too. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, YQ. That's such a cute name. YQ. Thank you. I noticed you were drawing the characters so close. Too many close-ups. Like how you avoid doing backgrounds 100% relatable. Yes! Thank God. Okay, I also noticed that, but it's also because most of the scenes in the webtoon are so driven by just talking and no action. And it bothered me immensely. Like, a lot of them. Like, especially, like, these 2 episodes. Like, they're just driven by speaking and no action at all. So, like, of course. You know what I mean? And it was like 99% close-ups, and I'd be like, what is this? Like, what is going on? I have fixed that in both Pink Willows and the new things. I have fixed that. I can proudly say that. Okay, what was I talking about before that? Kai, yes. So he's just kind of shows up in the webtoon, and you're like, who is this man? Why is he here? What is his purpose? And then he, like, just kind of shows up at random, it feels like, and just kind of, like, saves people. And it's like, well, how did he know they needed saving? Like, what's the gist there? So he just kind of feels like a stalker. And, like, in this episode, I did not help it because this is, like, his perspective of, like, a past situation. And you literally watch him leave his house in a black hoodie, just go elsewhere, peek in her windows of her house. Obviously, like, something just happened. Note the blood splatter in the background, which I don't think a single soul noticed until I pointed it out, but it's funny. Anyway. And then he's just like, he's like stalking, basically, and it feels so creepy. He's not supposed to feel creepy. You know what I mean? Like, he's not supposed to feel like a creeper. He's supposed to feel like a concerned friend. So I worked on that, and now in the newer version, I don't know what page it is, hold on. Oh, I also made Hikari a lot creepier. Like, look at this shit. She's just creepier now. Hell no. Hell no. But also, she's kind of a queen. Women's wrongs. But yeah, I made him much less of a creepy person, and you, like, hear more about what he has to say in the beginning. Hold on. So he just, like, starts talking, and they're like, okay, yeah, it's the same situation of him being, like, there, and they're like, who are you? But then, like, you see Mayumi interacting with him, and then, like, they're kind of like, who are you? You know, and then, like, there's, like, jokes and stuff about it, yada, yada, you get it. I pull a lot of the jokes. This is chapter 1, okay? Chapter 1... or no, 2, I guess. Chapter 2, pardon me, of the new version. Whereas in the webtoon, you don't see half of those things and them meeting or any of that until episode 8. So chapter 8, you know what I mean? So you see stuff happen in chapter 2 that was happening in 8 because, like, there's just so much, like, empty space that does not need to be there. So I condensed it and made the flow just make more sense. So now when you're reading it, you're like, oh, I'm invested, you know, when you're reading it, instead of you being like, huh, I guess I'll wait till the next update 3 months from now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's quite funny how he's just a guy and he just goes wherever Hikari goes. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's giving creepy. It's giving creepy, but what? It shouldn't be. He's just like Paimon, except if Paimon was Troy Bolton. Why is that so funny? Why is that so funny? He's like Paimon if Paimon was Troy Bolton. I love it. Yes. You've gotten a better sense of how to show, not tell, and letting them be people in the world and not just talk at the camera. Yes. Yes. Hikari gets weirder with every reboot of the Fruit Punch, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, she does get weirder. But, like, that's good because that's what she's supposed to be serving. And it makes sense later, but you would never know because I never get that far in the fucking story to let you know how it, you know, it gets weirder, but that's the point. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this, but you see things happening in this chapter that happen, like, significantly later, and it just makes more sense with the flow, okay? I know I'm not going to show you the entire, like, storyboard because obviously it's still subject to change and stuff, but, like, you get it. And, like, things that previously I let have, like, 5 frames in the webtoon, like, I just condensed into a singular small frame joke. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be 5 scrolls to just get the joke across. You know what I'm talking about? The expressions are amazing. Thank you. And I know they're always bald, and people love to be like, why are they bald? And I'm like, because it's just easier to draw it that way for the storyboards, okay? They won't be bald later, I promise. But yeah, you see all this stuff, you know, I don't know. And there's a lot more, like, subtleties that are, like, subtle, but, like, you could still pick up on them while you read, basically. You know what I mean? She's a creep, she's a weirdo. What the hell is she doing here? I love her. Exactly. So, you get it. You get it. The tiny frame for Fruit Fighters can be boys is funnier, actually. That's what I'm saying! The comedy just reads more. It just reads more. I don't remember what episode that was in the webtoon, so I don't know if I could bring it up. Oh, it's probably in the meeting. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go find out. You know what? Why not? I'm ranting anyway. We might as well continue ranting. And also there's a lot of scenes, like the one in the episode after this, that I want to circle back to. That just don't happen till, like, later. Okay, anyway. See, like, this is not canon. So this is why I said don't read the webtoon. Here, look. This is where it is. So wait a second, you said you're a Fruit Fighter too? And then he has a moment of contemplating, like, what? How is that? What? Huh? And then she's like, but aren't they, like, girls? And then, like, you know, this is kind of cute, like the little Madoka Magica Sailor Moon, like, plug, I guess. And, like, this is kind of cute, but, like, it's so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary. It also, like, I don't know why. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. I don't know. Like, I think it's cute because she's naive, but, like, it's just giving, like, a weird, I don't know. It's weird. It's giving boys can't wear skirts energy, and it's like, let him wear a skirt if he wants to wear a skirt. Hello, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Anyway, and then Hikari's personality, this is what I really don't like about the webtoon. Hikari's personality contradicts itself to a point where you don't know what is happening with her. Honestly, I love listening to you rant. Thank you. I'm very glad. Like, I just... So, let me explain. In the webtoon, Hikari is like, clearly your mentors have not been neglected teaching you properly, so I will not allow it. And, like, yes, there's a canon reason for that, and it's because she really loves Fruit Fighters, so she just wants, like, all of them to be, like, proper Fruit Fighters and to not be, like, a disgrace or whatever. But simultaneously, and if you circle back, I'm just going to show you the new version of this because I don't know what fucking episode this is in, and I really don't care also. She's like an insane person. She's like an insane person. Here. She's an insane person. Like, and her whole goal, like I don't remember what the word is. I'm blanking on it right now. I'm blanking on it. But here. Her, like, character goal, you know what I'm talking about, is that she does not want to get close to the other Fruit Fighters. That is her, like, early story primary goal. She wants to stay away from them. Yes, there's reasons, but that delves into spoiler territory, so I'm not going to touch it. But yeah, so her being like, well, I have to teach you how to be a proper Fruit Fighter is like, motive. Yes, thank you, motive. That is the word I was looking for. Amaraki, I love you. Thank you. Yes, so her motive, which is to stay away from the other fruit fighters, like, immediately contradicted by her being like, well, I have to teach you how to be a proper fruit fighter. And it's like, what? Miss Ma'am, what is your goal? What is your motive? Why are you contradicting yourself? And I couldn't really figure out a way around that in the webtoon that actually made sense. I tried to, and I think you can see that there was an effort, but like, it doesn't make sense. So, in the new version of the story, that's where Kai actually gets a purpose, okay? That's where Kai actually gets a purpose. Let me explain. Kai follows Hikari because he's had a crush on her since they were kids, and he knows that she used to be real sweet and nice, but now all of a sudden she's kind of a crazy bitch, and he's like, well, I don't know what's up with that, but I'm not going to abandon her because I'm a little Labrador man and loyalty is my game, okay? And it's like, staying on it too long makes it feel less like, oh my god, she's so dumb, lol, they're not magical girls, and more like, what? A boy as a cute hero? Crazy, what? After you already get it. Yes, I agree. It's like when someone tells you a joke and you proceed to explain why the joke is funny, but because you tried to explain it, it's no longer funny. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so yes, so this is where Kai comes in, because Kai's goal is to make Hikari less fucking crazy, basically, and he just wants her to be, like, you know, chill and normal again, you know what I'm talking about? So he's like, yeah, befriend the new fruit fighters, I'll help, you know? So that's where he actually gets a purpose, and he's not just some extra character following them around, and you're like, who is this man? Who is this man? So it has a purpose, you know what I mean? Hikari's all, don't hit me up, only the real ones know, stay away. Until some... I'm still sick, pardon me. Water. Anyway, until someone asks a question about the fruit fighters, and then suddenly she's like, actually. Yeah, except that's not how she should be. That is like her webtoon personality, which is not canon. Okay? Her personality is, yes, she cares about fruit fighter stuff, and she doesn't want anyone to die, obviously, but she's staying away from them for what you can assume to be their own good, right? Look at her, she's insane. So she's like, stay out of my territory. You know, she's like scary, and then obviously they're like freaked out, so they leave. And then she's like, what the fuck was that, bitch? And she's like, bitch, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, it's not like I changed her personality necessarily, because she still cares about the same things, but I'm just writing it in a way now that just makes more sense. It just makes more sense, because I can't even imagine, like, reading it before and being like, who's this man? Why is this girl contradicting herself? What is going on? Like, maybe it's intriguing because you don't know what's going on until you realize, no, the author is just stupid and doesn't know what's happening. It's all fun and games until you realize not even the author knows what's going on. Okay? Manga Hikari would clear webtoon Hikari. That is so true. That is so true. I can't wait to become Matt Pat about the Fruit Bunch after the manga blows up and document all the different versions of them depending on which reboot it is. Don't forget the very first version of it. Don't forget the very first version of it. Actually, let me hide this. Where what was the website called? It was on like an independent website. The Fruit Bunch.wix.com, I think. No. Wix.com / the Fruit Bunch. Maybe. We looked at this on stream like sort of recently. No. Okay, well. What if I Google the Fruit Bunch Wix? No. Okay. Oh, I found the Instagram and the link is in the bio. Here we go. Yes. This. Don't forget the initial update. This is a 10-year-old website note the 2014 in the bottom. And then the pages had something called, does this link not work? That is so funny. The latest, that doesn't work either. Okay. The pages archive. Okay, the pages have some shit called Fruitimals. And there's like a tower on a distant planet. And they look like this. And this is what the pages look like. And Odako looks like that. And her mom is a teacher, which she's not anymore. Her mom is not, and then like things, it just looks like this. And it's awful, and it makes even less sense than the webtoon version. Also, it's ugly. And I don't know why I ever thought this would be good. And then there's Hikari. She's got like a fucking bucket hat on or something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, anyway, it's ugly. So that's the 10-year-old version. Just search your history. I've used this computer too much since then. Listen, it's so funny. I won't forget, people will say they're a Fruit Punch fan, then I'll be like, what do you know about the Fruitimals? Even I don't know about the Fruitimals. That's crazy. It's crazy. Real ones have seen the fruit stock images on the welcome page. Are there fruit stock images? That's so funny. I didn't even notice. Oh my god, graphic design is my passion. Yeah, I didn't make that website. I will say that version of the story, more or less, obviously I did all the art and I think I did the writing too. I don't remember. But that version of the story is back when it was me and a couple friends playing Animal Crossing, and that's what it was based on. So, I love their stupid acorn heads, not the acorn heads. Yeah, it's something for sure. It's something for sure. Anyway, it's just better now, and I don't know how else to say it, but it's just better now. So yeah, shout out to the Fruit Bunch. However, that is going to be a long-ass series. I think 6 books currently. Here's the sketch of Pink Willows. Now, I'm so glad you've all heard everything about the Fruit Bunch until maybe I start tangenting on this again. But let's tangent about Pink Willows because this story is going to come out before that. Pink Willows is going to come out before the Fruit Bunch does, so let's tangent on that. This is just a one-book wonder, if you will. A one-shot that's not a one-shot. I'm calling it a one-book wonder instead of a one-shot now, even though, like, one-shot just makes more sense, because one-shots are, like, 20 to 60 pages. This is 200 pages, or 100 spreads, so it's very different. Clearly very different. So random context here. Random context. This story has nothing to do with the Fruit Bunch at all. It has nothing to do with the Fruit Bunch in any capacity. It takes place in a different world. The characters are totally different. They're all older than the Fruit Bunch characters by like a handful of years. Fruit Bunch characters are like in high school. Pink Willows are... Your improvement on drawing, guys, is paying off. I will kiss all 3 people in this frame. Thank you. Oh my god, let's talk about the guy drawing improvement, actually, throughout the process of Pink Willows. Sorry, my throat is making my voice sound awful. So, concept art. First ever Pink Willows concept art. All of the text down here is not even correct. I don't know what a broken world traveler is, okay? That has nothing to do with the story anymore. But look at the way that they looked in the original concept art. Layla's cute, but she looks like she's 6 years old. And also, these guys also look like they're 6 years old. They've got little round faces. This was about 2 years ago now. Maybe a year and a half ago. So it's kind of old. It's not really serving. But, you know, you can see all the gist there. So then the second concept art for them, about 6 months after that, I think, roughly, give or take, is this one. And even still, they don't look right to me. They still look a little young. But they look better, you know. There's an improvement. Little creatures. They were such little guys. I mean, that is concept art. That is true. It was concept art. 2 years. Yeah, it's been a while. It's almost 2 years. I think we're coming up on 2 years. I don't remember the exact date. I have it written somewhere, but... So this is the, secondary concept art. I remember when you shared these first concepts on stream. Actually, it's so crazy to look back on now. Yeah. Yeah. And then... I have more concept art somewhere. I have no idea how old this is. Old enough because they still look ugly to me. Also the line art is really bad. This must be about a year old. But I was gonna put this art on like the back of the book. Also, I think I'm gonna end up redrawing the cover art. Because I do like the cover art here. She looks kind of sunburned, I'm not gonna lie. It's the colors are a little heavy. Hold on. I have a different version that's a little lighter than that, I think. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. Well, I think I'm gonna end up redoing the cover art, but making it more or less the same situation, just like updated art. Because her face looks really different than my art style now. Like, it's nice, but it's not that right. And her wrist anatomy is not making sense. Her whole arm is just not making sense here. It's pretty... but it's not that correct. It's not that correct. So I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably end up redoing that by the time the manga's over, just because I could do better. I also have a lot of random concept art in here. Like this one. This is her dress. She wears this at the, like, in the last chapter at some point. So, you know, this dress exists in there. Will I draw it with significantly less detail in the manga? Probably. But it's quite cute, don't you think? I like it. It's still a good concept. Her eyes are green here, by the way. This was like pre-purple eye concept. So her eyes are actually purple. I don't know why they're green there. I don't remember. I think I used to have an explanation for that. But I did away with that. Her eyes are just always purple. This is also kind of old art at this point, but it was going to be like a bonus bookmark that I would include with it. I'll probably redraw that too, but slay anyway. Dang, her dress is really poofy. Oh, yeah, but she's a princess. Yeah, I didn't say this. Layla, the pink-haired girl, is a princess. The brown-haired boy, Cairo, who looks like he does not care on the right here. He is her bodyguard, and then the purple-haired guy is an assassin. His name is Gale. This is the first ever concept art of Layla's, like, magical girl outfit. And you could tell it's old because... it's really small and the colors are really dull, and also why does she look like that? You know? Yeah, but this was the first ever concept art of her, like, magical girl outfit. Which I still, like, the design is more or less accurate, you know? The design is more or less accurate. I just fixed it up now. Then... this is some art that I'm definitely going to redraw because I don't like the way her face looks, but it's just like promotional art for like the website and stuff. I wanted it to be a standee, but it's ugly, so it's not going to be that. But you know, it's cute in concept. It's cute in concept. She's like really thin. I don't know why. How thin her legs are is kind of bothering me. Can you hear all those closing noises? Yes, you can. Do I care? Maybe. Maybe I'll mute it. It's crazy because I remember all of these concepts like it was yesterday, but now they feel so different. That's what I'm saying, man. They do feel so different now. I have a lot of other, like, little concept sketches and stuff in here. Like, this was gonna be the back cover, but you could tell this was back when my art style for guys was still really, like, they look like children. But I also realized Layla's going to take up the entire front cover, so I don't want her on the back cover too. Or, I mean, maybe I will, but as of right now, we're going to stick with, something more close to this. The anatomy on this is better, but their faces are still fucked up. I don't know why they look like that. But this is an updated sketch version of that. I'm going to mute this so you don't hear those noises anymore. But yeah, so there's updates there. I don't know if I have any more like new concept art to show. I mean, there's like some sketches and stuff, but so if we go to the actual manga, hold on. Actually, let me just show you. I'm spoiling a bit, but it's okay. Not too much. We're spoiling only a little bit. Google Drive has dark mode now? Oh my god. Google Drive has dark mode! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is beautiful. I'm sorry. Teehee. Pink Willow's final draft. Oh, okay. They don't have it on everything. We're still light mode over here. Okay, well, here we go. So this is just like a spreadsheet on Google that I have. Where can I read the manga? It's not printed yet because it's not done yet. But soon it'll be able to be sold and published and printed, so you could buy a book of it. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure it can be sold at like bookstores like Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, stuff like that. Yes. Okay. Anyway, thank you. The Google Slides doesn't have a dark version, but this one does. Look at that. Isn't that so nice? Good thing you've seen all that art, because that would have been a crazy spoiler. Wasn't dark mode available from the beginning? I don't know. It just said new. New Google Drive dark mode. So probably not, but it's okay. Either way. I know I have it on like YouTube and stuff. Oh, I don't know what's about to load on my... Oh, okay, it's just my channel. It's fine. I have dark mode on YouTube. But not... I have it on pretty much everything it would allow me to have it on. Anyway, some of these, I will say, the early pages, which are usually the ones that I tease, like for streams and stuff, the art is old, and I'm going to be changing it. Like, their faces. Oh, so yummy. I sound so good. Anyway, like their faces here and their face shapes. Layla's fine, but the boys, they need some help. But that's okay, because I will be fixing those before I print it. But these are just like literally the first couple pages. So they look some type of way. They look good like here, I think. But like some of the side views, his face looks really short. And like this one looks kind of ugly for some reason. I don't know. You can see I'm working on it. But these are also pages that I've done months ago to this point. Like at least 6 months ago, if not earlier. So yeah, you see this. But this is what it looks like. Imagine there's like page borders in between here, like you're flipping pages. But I will give you guys a treat and show you some more recent pages. Okay, wait, so this one's got different examples in it. He's so ugly in this panel. I will fix the way that he looks in this panel. I promise. He's so ugly here, so ignore this one. But, you know, we've got a lot of detail. I like the backgrounds, the zoom outs and stuff. You know what I mean? And then, you know, there's the next page after that. You can see there's more details. One thing that I have been working on, this looks a little funky because it's like zoomed out, but the thickness of the pens, the lines, the thickness of the lines. I've been trying to make it a little thicker so it looks good from far away. Because Gale looks fine because he's got that, like, his dark hair kind of framing his face. But, like, Layla with the white everything, I'm, like, thickening some of the lines in some of the later episodes. This is chapter 2, I think. Chapter 2? Yeah. So, you know, there's some stuff in here. But then you've got, like, really dynamic panels like this one, which I quite like. You can see my little notes, me saying, like, add bushes and trees in this one because it looks kind of blank. You know what I mean? The line weight. Yes, thank you, the line weight. Hi, Alien Sky. How are you doing? Is that a manga? Yes, it is a manga. This is the one that I am making. I am making it. I have worked on chapter 3 a little bit. But I'm not going to show you any of that. We'll just stick in chapter 2 for now. But you can see, like, you know, they're fighting these little things. It's very Madoka Magica in its own right, at least with these little fuckers. I don't know. That one looks awesome. Thank you. Skip a couple pages. You see this? My little notes, crown missing, because I didn't draw her crown in this panel. I'm gonna have to go, like, crazy with both myself and also, like, post-beta readers, because my pre-beta readers have already done that, but, for the storyboard pages, but post-beta readers are gonna be like, okay, is she missing, like, obvious clothing items or something, you know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, there's a lot more dynamics and stuff going on, you know what I mean? The mirror bunny things are so cool. Thank you! Yeah, in episode 1, I showed these as well, but I wanted the little creatures to look very creature. So you have, like, the mirror bunnies, and then the, like, apple bugs with human mouths. I don't know, it's giving creepy. It's giving creepy for sure. Nice attack moves. Thank you. I'm also kind of obsessed with, like, this page, these 2 pages, because it's, like, dynamics. You're seeing it from, like, the same angle, more or less, but it's got, like, a nice dynamic angle to it. It's more full body. There's more stuff going on. I drew this page 3 different times. I don't know if you know that, but it's because I saved it wrong the first 2 times. Truly disastrous, but it's saved correctly in multiple places now, so it's okay. He looks kind of ugly here. I'll fix him. Is she also missing her gem in that top panel, or is it too far out to be worth drawing? Oh, she might be missing it. Hold on. The one where she was missing her crown? Oh my god, she is missing her gem. Emiraki, do you want to be a beta reader? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Is this a love triangle? I won't spoil. I won't tell. What? Yes. I won't tell. Yes. I won't tell. But yeah, there's a lot of pages that I really like. I like this page as well. She's ugly in this panel. I will be changing her face here. Also, his face here and his face here. What do they look like that? I don't know. We're working on it. You can tell. But I love, like, the way this one came out with, like, the burning witches in the background. I've been playing with screen tones so much, and I eat them up. I eat them up. Yes. That is awesome detection. Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Emiraki. Woo. But yeah. I've also shown this page before, but I love this one. This is, like, one of my, like, main like website preview pages, but I just like it. I just really like it, you know? The last thing the assassin expects when he goes to assassinate the princess is to see the princess diving after him when he falls off the balcony. It's the last thing, you know? But yeah, they have, the 3 of them, they have really good, like, I mean, like, they don't like each other here. Clearly. He's so ugly in this panel. He's kind of ugly in this panel too, but not as bad as this one. Oh, I did him so dirty here. Also, his hair is not long enough in that panel. There's a lot going wrong. But anyway, the boys have, like, a funny one-sided rivalry going on, and it's very funny to me. But I love the way that they interact. The 3 of them, they've just got good group chemistry, you know? What can I say? It's in my name. Detect ion detection. Emmy stands for Emmy stands for detection. Oh, that is very cool. I didn't know that. Wow. Do you have colored characters? Yes, I do have colored references of these characters. Not in their, like, long outfits yet. There will be, but I know what they look like in my head. I just haven't put it on paper. But this is the best one I have, so you can see the colors that they have. It's older concept art, but you can at least observe. So yeah, she's got pink. Her outfit is pink and white for the most part. Well, it's pink and, like, an off pink, an off white that's like a pinkish. And then he has actually dark purple hair and he's got brown hair. His eyes are actually a little bit more light icy blue than this. This is, like, kind of a too dark of a blue, but you know. But yeah, this otherwise is pretty color accurate. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes. I love the dynamics I'm feeling from them all so far. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, obviously Emmy stands for detection. They even start with the same letter. What the fuck? I would have believed it. You had me fooled. I like it. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm working on it. I'm not going to spoil too many later pages, but yeah. I like the way that they have nice interactions. Oh, you guys want to see a panel that I hate that I have to delete because it looks like... Okay, I need to prepare you for what you're about to see. So, I realized in the first chapter, I never had a point where Gale tells them what his name is. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just add a little, like, a cute little one little thing, you know, at the end. Did you actually believe it? I thought you were... I did believe it the first time. I didn't. I was like, I don't get it, but, like, I'll believe it, you know? I didn't put anything the M stood for. I know, I thought it was a typo. I was like, I mean, who am I to tell you that Emmy doesn't stand for detection? I mean, come on. Who am I to tell you? I don't know. Anyway, I need to prepare you for what you're about to see. There's a panel. I realized Gale never said what his name was, so I was like, oh, I'll just put in a little thing here. A little extra drawing, you know? And then it ended up looking, and I think it's because of the gradient at the bottom, but it ended up looking like, you know those music videos? With the cowboys in the mountains that go, yeah! You know, like the echoing over the mountains. That was like a meme for a while. Well, it looks like that. This top one. It looks like that. Also, he's ugly here, so I want to erase it anyway. But, well... I'm glad you're supportive of my dreams, no matter how stupid. Of course. Of course. It just looks so... He looks like... It's so bad. I need to fix it or get rid of it or something. I don't know, but it's bad. I did have... I think I've shown you this before, but the little 4 commas in between the chapters because it helps, like... It helps to, like, describe, like without describing, you know, just like little extra bonus stuff. You know what I'm talking about? The yes, that one. Anyway, I just thought these were good buffers, actually, like in between chapters. Yes. Haha. So I also love this page. This page turned out very nice, and it has like a weird ominous aura to it, and I'm kind of digging it. You know? Don't let your dreams be dreams! Yes. And there's a lot of pages that have nice dynamics and stuff going on. I don't want to show you every page, but, you know. So, yes. I have currently 33 out of 100 spreads done. So let's work on one right now, shall we? It's only been an hour and a half since this drawing stream started. I might as well... but yeah, I kind of want to finish this sketch and color it later, maybe. Just to have, like, another concept art to mark where we are currently. That's a neat way to buff the space in between and have a little exposition moments without having to spend whole pages on it. Yeah! Yeah. I do have to erase the one of Gale on top, though. That... It was something that I considered, but... No. Oh, also, wait, I guess I can show you the very first page. Hold on, let's go back here. The very first page, because, like, obviously the chapter 1 does not have a, 4 comma on it. Why would it? But the chapter 1, I've shown it already, but it has, like, where they are. And it is the castle that they live in. The castle is at the bottom of a gigantic willow tree. Therefore, why it is called Pink Willows. Yes. Did you say 33 out of 103? 33 out of 100 spreads. Because I want the book to be about as thick as a Spy Family manga, more or less. So it would be 200 pages. Yes. There's a lot of detail here for not a lot of reasons, but you know. I just think it's nice. And not every page has that absurd level of detail, honestly. Some of them have, like, a decent amount less. Like, I say as I can't find one that does that. Well, some of them, I'm sure. You know. Anyway, let's work on another page in chapter 2, shall we? Let's work on another page in chapter 2. I opened this now. You can't see it. That doesn't help. Now does it? You have done more progress than I've done. I would say it's decent progress. The problem is that I have it's just me, and I'm very picky. I don't know if anyone saw, but on my Instagram the other day, less than a week ago, I put out a thing saying, like, and it wouldn't be for Pink Willows anyway, it would be for either the Fruit Bunch or something else, I don't know. But I put out a thing saying, like, oh, if any artists, like, around my level who do, like, digital art and stuff like that, who want to make manga, want to do, like, a manga, like, team with me, like, because I'd love to have other artists working on it with me, you know what I mean? And if that means we collaborate on the stories too, well, then it's even better off, because I would benefit from something like that. Kind of like how Clamp is a studio that has, like, I forgot how many people are on Clamp's team, but, like, Cardcaptor Sakura, Tsubasa writers, Chobits writers, them, the artists and stuff, they have, like, a bunch of people on their team to, like, help make the different stuff better, you know what I mean? You know, help it be more efficient and have better quality and stuff, because you've got multiple people looking at it, you know what I mean? You get it. So I wanted to do something like that and, like, test the waters with it. And a decent amount of people responded. But I really would only consider a few of the ones who responded, because I am very picky about art style stuff, and if you've never posted a drawing in your life, obviously I'm not going to be very excited about the prospects of such a thing. So, you know, that was a little, but, hold on, I made her hair a little too long. But yeah, so I was like looking, and I was kind of picky about it, because, like, it has to be somebody who can, you know, add to it. I had a decent amount of people who were like, oh, I think this would help me improve a lot. Like, not me, them. And I was like, that is a very nice notion, and I would like to assist in that, but not with projects that are so important to me, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. There was a couple people in there that said, like, they looked like pretty good candidates. So I don't know. I haven't reached out to anyone yet, but I don't know. I'm like I don't know, because I'm very picky about art styles and stuff, and if I feel like it doesn't complement mine, then obviously I'm gonna be, like, kind of hesitant about, you know, committing. And I was thinking about doing, like, a test page and being like, here, if I give you my storyboard page, what will you do with it? You know what I mean? And, like, just to see, like, if, like, they could, like, do nice, line art or something that kind of looks nice with my style, or some, you know what I mean? Something. But I haven't quite taken that extra step yet, because it's only been a couple days, and I'm still kind of stewing on it. I'm still stewing. Because ideally, I would like to have an artist who can draw men a lot better than me to help. Even if they were just kind of sketching over it and being like, no, make his face longer, you know what I mean? Make it look like that, make it look like this, you know what I mean? Just to, like, fix it up a little bit, even if it was just something like that. I don't know. But it's hard to come across those types of things. Because I realized I have, like, not that many artist mutuals. I have a lot of cosplay mutuals and idol mutuals and stuff. But not a lot of artist mutuals. Like, I have a lot of friends and mutuals who draw, but, like, they either don't consider themselves full-time artists, you know what I mean? Or, like, they don't, like, they wouldn't be the type of person to be down for, like, a commitment sort of thing like that, you know what I mean? which is valid. Which is so valid. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't quite looked at everything, but I'm so picky. I don't know. I'm so picky. It's complicated. I don't know. I need to make more artist friends. I do. Keep up the good work. I'm not gonna leave the stream, but I'm going silent. No worries. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Can't wait. I have to wait for the online release because Barnes & Noble isn't available in my country. You would be able to buy it online if you wanted to, like, and have it shipped to you. Because that is an option I am exploring, obviously, for things like that. Like I said, I want to try and, like, shoot my shot with, more... How do I say this? I want to shoot my shot with more, like, actual publishers. Because I know Viz Media said, like, I was not what they were looking for currently, which is super fine. And also, they wouldn't be able to do Pink Willow's printing anyway because they're looking for, like, series to commit to. But, you know, there's other publishers like Yen Press I haven't looked at yet, Seven Seas, things like that. So, like, I've got a few more options before everything is exhausted, you know what I mean? But we're working on it. I would just like ideally like to have a publisher help me to make sure the books are printed properly. I can self-publish, but I'm just scared of it because I'll have to spend a lot more money. To both make sure, like, the test books are good, but also to make sure, like, also just the general production costs, because I would be backing it at that point. I mean, if I have to do that, I'll do pre-orders, because I don't think I'd be able to afford it otherwise. But still, you know, it's complicated. And my main ideal with that would be, like, if I get a good amount of sales on it, then I can, like, approach different places again and be like, hey, it's been a while. I applied a while ago, but look, I sold my first one and it got, like, you know, 500 sales or something. So does that make you want to work with me for my next series? You know what I mean? And then maybe it'll be easier from there. I don't know. It's a little hard, but getting books in bookstores is not that hard. So you just have to pay to do it, you know? So it's okay. You know, I'll figure it out eventually. I'm just, you know. You just gotta make more than, haha, bite slip, tucks back hair, Debbie Ryan lip style. Not that, I can't. The Debbie Ryan, like, lip bite hair tuck thing is... It's kind of iconic, but it makes me, like, cringe is dead, right? But it kind of hits that part of me that's like, ooh, you know. You know? Shout out to Debbie Ryan, though. I haven't seen her in years. I hope she's doing okay. I get what you mean. This is a big project and commitment and trusting people to work alongside you and critique a lot. It is a lot. Yeah. It's fair to be picky about it. That's true. That's true. Very true. Your hand is doing things that hands should not be able to do. It's okay. You can say cringe queen. I do too. I feel bad every time I say, like, I cringe, but I cringe so easily. And it's, like, not at what you think you'd be cringing at, you know what I mean? Like, I cringe at myself quite often, I would say. But, like, I don't know. It takes a lot for me to cringe at, like, another person's actions, I think. But, like, I cringe at, like, Karen videos all the time because I'm like, oh, you're embarrassing yourself. You know what I mean? And the Debbie Ryan, like, lip bite type of thing, it's kind of in that territory. It's kind of in that territory. But yeah, meow, 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 meow. That being said, hopefully I'll come across some more artist mutuals that I like. I will say, I don't know. I went to WeebCon recently, obviously, and we were meeting a lot of new people. And I met a couple artists while I was there, and obviously some of them were like absolutely normal and fine and great. But some of them I was like, oh, you give off a vibe I don't like. 'Cause I noticed that a lot of like artists more or less give off like a holier than thou type of vibe, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, wait. I can make these thicker because they are still outside in the dark. So I'm making the space between the panels darker. Anyway, but yeah, so I met a couple artists that kind of gave me, not like the ick, but like, I kind of got the ick in like a way. Because like, some of them were just like, well, I've done this. Like, what have you done? You know, like that type of vibe. And I don't like that. I really want to meet some more like level-headed type of like relatable artist friends. You know what I mean? I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. I think that's probably something that not only like art people are guilty of, you know what I mean? I'm sure somebody in every field is like that, you know what I mean? But oh boy, you know. Mimi didn't like that. Okay, so hold on. She's got a lot of magic happening here. Okay, actually, instead of doing it that way, I'm gonna do it this way. But yeah, I don't know. I got the ick. I don't like it when people, I've said this before, I think that's my like number one pet peeve about people. Like narcissism slash like just being obsessed with yourself in general. I think that's my number one pet peeve with like real world people. Hold on, Mimi's struggling right now. Just because like it just gives me such an ick. It gives me such an ick. What if I draw this like this? Also, I think that's partially because I've met people who genuinely think that they are like the best thing that has ever been graced into my life. You know what I mean? And they act like it, and it just bothers me. I don't know. I don't like it. And that's why it's kind of hard. I don't know. It's hard to find the artists that you like, you vibe with, you know? I just want to vibe with people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just want to vibe with people. Anyway, so she's using magic here. So we're going to put a big ol' filter of screen tone on top of that. Nope, not that. This one, please. Nope, not this one. This one, please. Yes. Just a little bit there. Yeah. But I'm gonna leave this on a different layer for now. Because then I can still kind of work around it. Now I want this one. And put a little glow on it. Yes. I think the sort of holier-than-thou persona comes with a lot of creative industries altogether. That kind of makes sense, to be honest. That does kind of make sense. I'm sure there's VTubers like that, and, like, you know, idols like that, and, like, yada, 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 yappa, yappa, you know, whatever else. I'm sure that's a thing that exists in many a place, but it gives me the ick. Kaiko, that's so cute. Kaiko, I'm never letting you live that down. Kaiko. Hi, how are you? How you doing? Actually, that's kind of ugly. Hold on. Maybe like this. Pardon. it's like I get where it comes from. You're in such a different space to a normal job, and a lot of it is about your personal expression and stuff. But God, please step back for a second. Yeah, I feel that. Because, like, I don't know. I know there's a lot of people who think I feel like that until they meet me, and then they're like, okay, never mind. You don't. You do not. You do not give that vibe. Because people have told me that before. Like, some of my friends, they're like, yeah, I thought you were, like, really full of yourself until I met you. Which, you know, like, I guess that's valid, right? But at the same time, I don't want to give that vibe, you know? Oh, that's on this layer. Oh. Right. Yes, well, about that. I'm just gonna... Right, about that. Yes, about that. Wow, yes. Very good. There we go. Much better. Now... I think I'm gonna do this. Highlight these. No, not like that. Highlight these like this. And then erase there and erase this and put this here. You can kind of see the lines behind it a little bit better now. Yeah. Whew. Pardon. Yes. Anyway, so I thought it would be really nice to have like a little art team of people. But all of my friends that draw casually for the most part. So it's a little difficult. Well, maybe not. Drawing casually is maybe not the right way to say it. But like not like as religiously as I do, I suppose. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a little different. Oh, what happened there? Oh, hell no. When did the... Oh, jeez. Guys, when did I do that? Charlie. Is that the unicorn's name? Charlie? What is it? How does that one meme from like the year 2000 go? Carl. That's what it is. I actually have never seen those. Those like weird little unicorn videos where they go, Carl. But I know that everyone and their mother has, so... You know. My dad didn't let me watch YouTube back then because he saw some of the neighbors' kids watching it and he thought it was too violent. So I wasn't allowed to watch YouTube in the early days. Nowadays I am a YouTuber, but it's so different. Now I'm drawing anime girls. Okay, anyway. Did I fix it? Did I fix it, chat? Wow. Yes. I feel like I was talking about something earlier and I forgot what it is. What was I saying? But yeah, I don't know. With the pink willows, with pink willows, my primary goal is to like publish it and then just see how well it sells, how well it does. Whether it does good or bad, I am most likely going to put my own... You know what I could do with this? Actually, hold on. Anyway, I am most likely going to publish it online, free to read, after a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? So, like, whether you buy it or not, it'll still be, like, available to you at a certain point anyway. But it would just be, like, a decent amount later so that the people who did purchase it and support me financially, because goddamn do I need that, would have, like, ooh. Well, now that's kind of fun. Wait, hold on. Will that make a funny effect if I do something with that?
No, it will not. I don't like that. Never mind. Okay. But yeah. So that they get like something more exclusive out of it. They would also get a lot of like extra goodies and physical goods that go with it. So like, like the bookmark I was talking about making, and then like if we sell enough, I can afford to do acrylic keychains or something. Talking about something. A little something. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And then I kind of want to just... Because I know you can see it, but like I want it to be more visible. So I'm just going to put a little lines in a screen tone brush. Like here, just in case. Because you never know. And I do know that like printing like a test book for manga, like just to like one singular book to have just to see what it looks like and all that, costs like $100. And that's gonna be so expensive. That's gonna be so expensive, and I'm gonna be like, please, don't mess it up the first time, because can you imagine if there's like errors and I have to get it like redone multiple times? Ugh. No way. Okay, like that. I like that. Okay. Let's draw around it then. Because we've got this panel back here with the guys. With the fellas. All my fellas. Da-da-da-da. Hi, Wade. Such a cute drawing. Thank you. There's 2 cute things on your screen right now. Is it me? And my art? I hope it is. Thank you. Thank you. If it's not, well, then I don't want to know. Let me think it is. Anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I am really, really excited to see what people think about Pink Willows, because it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate because, maybe when I post the online version, I'll post it chapter by chapter, like 1 chapter a week. Because they would already be done by then, and there's only 5 chapters anyway. So maybe I'll do that. And then, it'll be easy to consume that way. I don't know, you know what I mean? And maybe at the beginning of the chapters, I'll just have like a little thing that says like, please buy the physical book here, or something. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I'll do it that way so that all of the people who buy the book can like read the entire thing in one go, and there won't be any like fast pass or anything. So then the people reading the like webtoon free version online would be reading it not only later than everyone else, but like with a delay. Like, not everyone else, but like the people who purchase it. Because I do need to make sure the people who purchase it get priority. Because otherwise, I'm going to be a broke-ass bitch forever. Forever! And then what? That's a good idea. Easy to consume and a good reason to still buy the physical. Yeah! So I'm thinking maybe current plan in my mind, and obviously this is subject to change, so, quote me on it only a little bit, is I think we'll do, like, say this comes out in the beginning of the year in 2025. I don't know. Hopefully it'll come out before that, but, like, I don't know. So if this comes out in January physically, and then everyone, like, who buys the book online gets it by, like, February, right? Then I'll probably wait till, like, June or July. And then I'll upload the first episode. Ooh, my voice. Ooh. Then I'll upload the first episode to Webtoon for free. Maybe it'll be colored, too. So, like, maybe in that, like, free time I'll color the panels. Because going over these panels with, like, a multiply brush and just slapping on some flat color will be really easy and fast. So I'll probably do that. But we'll do that, and maybe I'll just post like the first one, and then like it'll be like on a 5-week basis till the end of the story. And then if I have any bonus content, I can always just post it after that in the same place, you know? That could be nice. Hopefully that's like a decent amount of incentive to buy the book, but like, you know, not enough incentive for someone else to pirate it. You know? And if mine is like an official version and colored that's like free to read afterwards, like hopefully no one will pirate it. I'm kind of worried about people pirating it, I'm not gonna lie. Cause like, I get it, you know, eat the rich. But also, I am not the rich. Don't eat me. Let me have my small dollars. I want to make more. I want to make more. Okay, his hairline, whack. Coming back down here. Whack. Yeah. Also means you could take in everyone's feedback from each chapter too. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. Yeah. I really want to know what people think as they read it, because I'm so sorry. My voice is like messed up. But yeah, I really want to know what people think when they read it, because like the difference between like the chapters definitely have like a how do I say, like a little push, you know what I mean? Like a little push. So I don't know. I'd be excited to see what people have to say, because that was one of my favorite things about doing the webtoon for the Fruit Bunch, was seeing like what everyone would comment. Eventually I started getting like no comments, so I'd be like, wow, I'm less motivated to make this now. So hopefully, you know, with better written stories, with better art and everything, and like consistent updates until the story ends, you know, that would be nice, you know? Hi, Liquid23, you must be new here. Why did you disband Rezo? Would you like an answer? Here you go. Yeah, there you go. There's your answer. I didn't disband it. We collectively disbanded. I said I was gonna leave, and then they said it's not worth it without you, so the facts are a little incorrect, but I appreciate you, definitely asking with a lot of care. Thanks. No, my body is not healthy. For a multitude of reasons. And I'm on lots of medications and stuff, and I could not keep up with the practice schedule. That is why I disbanded Rezo. Even though that's not exactly what happened, but we'll go with it. That is why I left Rezo, and therefore it disbanded. Okay? Good. Thank you. A hello would be nice next time. Thanks. I'm sorry, I'm so rude recently. I'm so rude with people in, like with new people in chat sometimes. But, like, also, it's fine. It's fine. You know, you get the energy you bring. That's all I'm saying. You get the energy you bring. But yeah, anyway, it's because I'm not healthy. You could read the disbandment post if you want actual information on that. I'm not a healthy human being, and therefore cannot do 12-hour practices every weekend. It just doesn't work for my body. Thank you. Thank you. A consistent schedule helps a lot with keeping engagement for comments and stuff. Yeah, for webtoons, definitely. I agree. I agree for sure. I think that'll be really helpful when it comes out that way. Granted, all of this, because the art takes so long and it is just me doing it. Take it easy, I surrender. I appreciate it, soldier. Thank you very much. I'm taking it easy now, sorry. Sorry if that was too rude. I didn't mean to be too rude. Sometimes people ask that with malicious intent. Haha, sorry. But yeah, so, my voice. But yeah, so, yeah, I definitely think maybe doing it that way is a good plan. It'll be interesting to see the response from physical readers with the full manga to read through in one go and dissect back and forth as they want and stuff. Yes, I agree. And then online readers reading it bit by bit and having their individual thoughts on the chapters without later context too. Yeah, having the difference. Yeah. I'm definitely curious about that as well. I wonder, maybe when I sell the book, I'll be like, okay, here's a form. Submit your thoughts. I want to know. And then like we could go through them on a stream or something. That would be kind of funny, right? If I was like before the webtoon release, I mean, obviously the webtoon would have its like public comments, but to avoid spoiler stuff for non like physical copy readers, maybe I could just have like a little forum where they could just with every purchase of a book, except for in bookstores, so I don't know how much I could vet that. You get a little key, and then you get access to a little forum where you can say all your thoughts. I don't know. But that would be kind of fun if I just put up like a little forum, and then I went through everyone's thoughts like after the webtoon did go live, and then I was like, oh, you know, we go over the differences between everyone's like thoughts, like seeing it with context, without context, you know? See if the read is better with the weight or without the weight. Have you ever thought that? I've watched like anime before, and thought like I've watched it as like it was like airing new episodes, you know what I mean? Like, okay, actually a perfect example of this, The Legend of Korra. Avatar, The Legend of Korra. I watched that when it was originally coming out. I don't know why I just made him smile. That is not the expression he's making. But I watched The Legend of Korra when it initially came out, in like 2015 or whatever year that was, okay? And I watched it obviously week by week, and it felt like it was so long. To me, it felt like the pacing was really nice, and it felt like they spent a lot of time on things, and back then I was like, yeah, oh, it's so interesting, how yada yada yappa yappa, you know what I mean? But then, like, when I rewatched it literally a couple weeks ago, I just binged it. I binged it in like 2 days or 3 days or something like that. Hold on, I'm trying to get his mouth right. No. But yeah, I binged it all in like 2 or 3 days, and I was like, wow, the pacing feels different. And I'm like, I don't know if I would have liked it as much if I didn't watch it, like, when I was, like, younger, you know what I mean? I mean, I still enjoyed it, and also I understood it a lot more since I was older. I understood a lot more of, like, the characters' decisions and stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, I just realized he does not have this type of collar either. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm curious. So we'll see what the difference is. Maybe I'll do that. I should probably write this down, but it's okay. The way in which content is released definitely affects how you consume it and what you take away from it. Thank you. Shows that their release, I can't read. Shows that release their entire season at once for you to binge have a very different effect to week by week shows. Yeah, I agree. It's interesting. So the fact that it sounds like I'll probably be doing Pink Willows as like both to different audiences is interesting, and I'm kind of, now I'm thinking about it, I'm excited to see where that ends up, you know what I mean? Hello, what kind of meds are you on? I don't know if I'm comfortable sharing that, but a lot. A decent amount of prescribed medication. And also non-prescribed medication. Over the counter, not non-prescribed. That sounds crazy. Over the counter. Depends. Depends on the problem at the moment, you know. Hold on. He's doing this. Fun fact about Gale, he's wearing his outfit wrong. And part of it is on purpose, and part of it's just because he doesn't know how to do it. And Cairo thinks it looks stupid, so he lets him walk around like that because it makes it look like he's stupid. They're supposed to fold their, like, capes up kind of like this, but he just has his, like, attached in the middle, and he pops his collar because that's just what he wants to do. Yeah, I just think that's funny. Tiny details that Mimi likes. Yes, thank you. Are you playing Noomcraft? Isn't Noomcraft invite only? I have not played Noomcraft. I know Monty was playing Noomcraft though. Week by week stuff can make you slow down and appreciate the smaller things while you have time to think about only that one episode / chapter. But yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. It means giving up on it as a whole. Yes. Agreed. All at once episode binge means you sit down and enjoy everything together without breaks, so you can forget about a lot of things. Agreed. Yes, you forget about a lot of the little details. Actually, it's funny because you remember certain things better and forget about other things more. You know what I mean? Like, you don't stew on anything, but like, I don't know. For example, like, when I was rewatching The Legend of Korra, I'm gonna try and not spoil it just in case you guys haven't seen that, because it is good. I do recommend it if you like Avatar: The Last Airbender. But like, I noticed like some little dialogues and stuff that would tie in from like episode to episode. I actually don't know how to say this without spoiling it, so maybe I won't. So yeah, I don't know, but you know, there's lots of tie-ins and stuff. You know, it's interesting. Yeah. Tim, they didn't send you an invite? Messed up. I think it's just because I'm kind of a small streamer, you know? I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy out here. It's all good, no worries. Also, I just met a lot of the other people who are probably playing on that, to be honest. Is Avatar considered anime even though it's not Japanese? I don't think so. I think it's technically not. Although it does have like the same type of vibe, so as like old school anime type of vibe. So I don't know. I'm sure if you said it was an anime, no one would like yell at you. But like, I don't know if it technically counts as an anime. But yeah, meow. Oh yeah, sorry, I just met a lot of the VTubers like a couple weeks ago that are probably in that, so I don't blame them for not, you know, keeping me in their little loop or whatever, you know. It's okay. It's okay. Very small and paddable. Thank you. Yes, I do consider myself paddable. She don't bite. I think I remember you mentioning that detail, and it's so funny. I love it. Okay, good. I'm glad. I love tiny detail, visual storytelling details like that in character designs. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you like, because there's a decent amount of that in my stories in general, because I don't know, when it's just me sitting here stewing over the characters and stuff for like a while, I'm just kind of like, wow. I'm stewing. What if, and hear me out, he wears his outfit wrong? And then I just kind of spiral from there. Pardonnez-moi. S'il vous plaît. Okay, I didn't have his hand here in the sketch, but I'm gonna put it here. I feel like it needs to be, he needs a little something. He needs a little something. Thank you. You're talented for a small streamer? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Except of course because I decided to put his hand here, I have to be consistent. Oh, that is the wrong screen tone. I have to be consistent and draw the little cuts and nicks he has on his fingers. Cause that was like a big part of the page right before this. Not that you saw that, but you know. Or maybe you did see that. I don't know if I showed you the page right before this one. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Did you go to school for animating? No, I haven't gone to college because that's expensive. I didn't go to college for nothing. No official schooling or education. I just taught myself how to do whatever. He's got little nicks and scrapes because he was fighting the mirrors and the mirror shards got everywhere. Yeah, no, I was not properly taught how to do nothing. Not taught how to do nothing. I'm just out here messing. Just out here messing, you know? Wow. Spectacular. Having it all together means you can remember like foreshadowing details and such you would have lost over time. Yes, we forget little things if you're too fast. Yes, yes. Agreed. Yes.
That's because she's not small. She's actually 20 feet tall and rapidly approaching Run.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Mimi Lucelle is rapidly approaching your location. You should, begin running. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know where you live. Don't tell me. I don't want to know where you live either. Don't tell me now.
I'm always scared that I'll be like, haha, yeah, give me your credit card information. And then somebody in chat will be like, okay, if she said so. And then they'll just drop it. And I'll be like, no! And by the time I try to get rid of it, there will be 3,000 screenshots of it and it'll be everywhere. You know? By the time my mods see that, it'll be too over. It'll be so jover.
Yes. Well, yeah. I am very excited for this to be, not to be like weird, but I'm excited for it to be done. You know? Because like the only downside to not doing stuff webtoon style, and I did touch on this a little bit before, is that obviously I'm not seeing what people think of it as it goes. I'm kind of just like, oh, sorry, pardon, wrong button. I'm kind of just like relying on myself, and I'm one of those people who will like keep second guessing myself about some of my work, you know what I mean? Like I'll just keep being like, oh, but like, is this actually good or is this bad? The amount of times I have reread the entirety of Pink Willows over and over and over just to satisfy in my mind whether it's actually good or bad is insane. And like, I keep going back to what my beta readers were saying, like, cause Ray beta read it for me and gave me like her little onions and stuff, and I made some changes because of what she said. Thank you, Ray. I love you wherever you are. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But guys, help! She's in my walls. Knock knock. Let Mimi in from your walls. But yeah, one of the comments Ray said that I think about a lot is that she said, I almost forgot that I was proofreading. I was so into it. Which makes me feel good because I'm like, okay, that means it's interesting, you know? That means it's working. Which is nice. I'm hoping that it's universally thought of in a similar way, you know? Like, I'm hoping that everyone is like, yes, wow, I loved this, you know? I feel like, obviously, there's gonna be people who read it and don't like it. But that's why I'm also gonna try and be really straightforward with the type of story that it is. Because I purposefully made it to be, like, one of those stories that's, like, happy ending type beat. You know what I mean? Like it's not that dark. It's like a, it could be a comfort watch. You know what I mean? A comfort read, if you will. Okay, I'm gonna change his pose. I don't like the way that is. But yeah, it's like, it could be a comfort read. Like, it could be like, just like, you know when you want to read like a brain dead isekai, but like it still has plot, and the plot is still good enough for you to be intrigued, but it's not like life-changing plot. It's kind of like that. Like, yes, there's a twist. Yes, there's romance and stuff, but like, I'm not making anything groundbreaking with this story. You know what I mean? I would say the Fruit Bunch has a lot more that I would consider like quote unquote groundbreaking. But like Pink Willows is a lot more just like me kind of vibing and like doing like a nice fun story that is enjoyable to consume. But you know, so like if you like shows like okay, it's not quite as lighthearted as like Precure, for example. It's definitely darker than that. But like it's not as dark as like Madoka Magica. I would say we're at like a solid Cardcaptor Sakura Sailor Moon type of level, you know? More or less. In terms of like stakes. You know? Actually, Cardcaptor Sakura is even a little light, I would say. Depending. You know? They are burning people alive in this story. So maybe not quite that light, but not too dark. You know? But if you like little romance fantasy, which is my favorite genre, by the way, romance fantasy. If you like what is it called? Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, you'd probably be into this one. If you like Snow White with the red hair, you'll probably be into this. Honestly, if you like Yona of the Dawn, you'll probably be into this as well. Yona of the Dawn. I'm trying to look at my manga shelf and see what else kind of applies. If you're like into those like isekai romance, like villainess yada yadas, you might be into this, I'm not gonna lie. It's that sort of thing, you know? I get you, it's like there's big stakes and drama, but you know it's all gonna be wrapped up with a nice bow at the end. Yes! Yes! Yes, absolutely. Because, okay, it's funny because Mani and I have really different taste when it comes to this. We were talking about this while we were walking around the mall in Texas. But, because we were walking around that mall like 4 or 5 times while we were there. But she likes stories that are really dramatic and will make you cry and that are like very like, you know, like high stakes, high risk, high reward, like kind of depressing in their own right. I don't know. Meanwhile, oh, I prefer stories that are like reliably they will have a good ending, you know? So like, yes, you know, like you know Luffy One Piece is not actually going to die, you know? Like that. I prefer stories most of the time that are more like that in nature. So, like, even though there are 5 different episodes in One Piece that say Luffy dies, like, he doesn't actually fucking die, you know what I mean? It's kind of those vibes. Yes. Happy big pretty bow ending. That being said, don't hold that over my head when certain things happen in the Fruit Bunch. Pink Willows is reliably that. Some things happen in the Fruit Bunch. And, like, I think it still has a good ending. But, like, you know, there's rocks. There's rocks in the way. If someone clips this, and in, like, 2 or 3 years when that part of the Fruit Bunch comes out, they're gonna be like, oh, shit. That's what she was referring to. Yes. A very sour moment. But it's okay, you know? There's also other things that happened in the Fruit Bunch webtoon. I just remembered this, and I don't know. I kind of want to talk about it now. Back to the Fruit Bunch rant. While we work on Pink Willows, an unrelated story entirely. I feel like I have to keep reiterating that. You'll probably hear me repeating a whole bunch of stuff in relation to the Fruit Bunch and Pink Willows, just because I'm the only person who like fully knows the canon, and I don't want people misconstruing things and thinking like
the pink one here is like one of the lost fruit fighters or some shit. Like, that's not, no. No. But anyway, things that happen in the Fruit Punch webtoon that I'm like, why? I think it kind of makes sense in like webtoon format, but in manga format, like, I don't know. I don't know if you remember, it's called The Healer. It's the episode where you see Alicia get like introduced for the first time. I spend a lot of time kind of building up like the like YouTubers, you know what I'm talking about? Like the spooky YouTubers where they're like exploring like a haunted house and stuff. I spend a lot of time building them up, but then I don't focus on the actual ghost at all. And I think it does good for like showing Alicia's personality, but only at the end. Like not in the beginning of the episode at all. Like, so I feel like there was just like a lot of like not wasted screen time, but like unnecessary story details that did not need to take as long as they did to be told, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like a lot of it just felt kind of unnecessary in retrospect. I remember when we first moved into this house, I was making that episode and I was like sitting in my room, which was still like, I was trying to paint my bedroom at the exact same point. So I had no furniture really besides a bed frame. So I was just kind of like, actually I might have had a small desk. I don't remember. But yeah, I really like that episode, but I think it would do much better if I rewrote it. Similar to the other episodes, honestly, it's the same vibe. If I rewrote it to be like, how do you say better? You know? It also just kind of feels out of place. I don't know. Also, the way Alicia meets Otako feels very random in that. All of these are details that I have a better plan for now, but I feel like I don't have confidence in a lot of it, so I'm like, I don't know. I want to run it by everyone. And by everyone, I mean someone, not everyone. I want to run it by somebody and just be like, what do you think about this? Is this palatable? Maybe Monty will be my someone. I don't know. Cause, my friend Faye, Hope, we talk like once every like 6 to 8 months realistically. We're still best friends, but like we just don't talk that often. Cause we both got lives. You know how it is. Oh my god, Kaiko! Thank you for being a bread buddy! What the funk? Thanks for joining the bread buddies, Kaiko. I hope you like your emotes. Thank you. But yeah, so I don't talk very often to her, but she was the one who helped me write a lot of the main story details that are so crucial to the story today. But obviously I can't just call her and be like, hey, we haven't spoken in a while. Help me with my work. You know? So, I don't know. But that's the other thing, too. I'm so picky about everything. I need somebody who's gonna, like, listen to my little details and be like, I think it'd be better like this. And then me be like, respectfully, no. But, like, I need the extra input. So I'm, like, contradicting myself. I'm, like, webtoon era Hikari. I am simply contradicting myself to hell and back. You know what I mean? I'm also, like, I don't think I'm gonna delete the Fruit Bunches webtoon. Right? But I might rename it or something, or do something to just make sure everyone knows that it is not canon. Because, like, I will be making a canon version, you know? And that is just not it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope that nowadays people look at it and they're like, oh, last updated April 2022, huh? Looks like that's not getting anywhere anytime soon. So, you know, I don't know. I'm back to square one. I've been at square one for 2 years. You would think it wouldn't bother me anymore. But that's also why I'm doing Pink Willows, to be like kind of proving to myself that I can finish it. You know? A lot of webtoon writers who move to originals do the same thing with their Canvas uploads. Do they just title it as the old beta version or whatever? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought that once you moved to webtoon originals, webtoon made you delete the canvas. I thought that was like a requirement that they had. That's interesting. I might just do that then. Probably should do that soon, huh? But yeah, that is interesting. So hopefully we can work with that, you know? Yeah. I feel like I also have to make all of this like information easy to access. Maybe I'll put it on my website or something when it's closer to being ready. But like I just don't want people being like wow, what the fuck is going on? There's 3 different versions of this story on the internet. Yeah. No, it stays. Sometimes it gets recommended as something else to read when you finish the chapter of the new upload. Oh! Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I think it would also be kind of funny to see just as a different version because, like, while yes, it is not canon, it isn't, like, so abhorrently not canon. It's just a little different, you know? You know? There's a lot of it that is definitely not right, but... you know. I will say, if I go through the years of work it takes to make a single book, that will be canon, and I will not go back on it after that point, so... You know. I know I said the same thing with the webtoon, but let's not talk about it. Rip webtoon, all of my favorite creators stopped updating their stories. Oh no! Kaiko, if you want a good webtoon, I love Raven Saga. I think you might like Raven Saga as well. It seems like it would be up your alley too. It is very cute. I love Raven Saga. So, I don't know. There's an option. Raven Saga is one of the few webtoons that I go out of my way to read. I'm like, ooh, it updated. But I usually wait till like 5 or 10 updates come out and then I just read them all one night and then I'm like, oh, yes. Good. You know. You know? It's silly seeing all of the parts that aren't canon anymore and being like, whoa, what? That's not true. Oh, that's true, actually. When you do have the actual real context. That I agree with. That I agree with for sure. That could be very funny. Because, like, then at that point, it would be like me. It would be like me looking at the webtoon and being like, ooh, that ain't right. Except you guys would have the context to be like, ah, yes, it isn't correct. Good. Yes, good. Still not right. You know? Not to be weird, but I love it when pants, like fancy pants on like men's like suits and night outfits and shit like this. I love it when they got that front seam. Don't know why. Just looks nice and fancy. The front seam is serving. It's like not even a seam, actually. It's like an ironed line, you know? Like the front iron line. This is good. He looks fine. I also, one of my other struggles currently with my art style is that sometimes when I try to draw characters at like a certain dynamic angle, it just looks like they're bobbleheads with big ass heads. Heads and hands usually are like really big and everything else is small and it's like, what is that? That's not right. Why does it look like that? You know? But we're working on it. We are working on it. Yes. It's fun to look back at where you've came from. Yeah, I agree. I should also probably put a little update chapter on the Fruit Bunch that just says, like, although I feel like everyone would see, the Fruit Bunch has updated. And it would just be like, announcement. Would be the name of the thing or something. I don't know. And be like, oh, it's finally back. And then they'd be disappointed. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. But it might be a good idea for me to put on, like, the beta webtoon or whatever we're calling it now. And just say, like, this story is not canon. If you want to read the full canon one, the manga is coming out soon. Please check my website for updates. I don't know.
Oh. Mr. Tablet, please do not clonk out now. Mimi needs you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Also, if it wasn't obvious, Cairo has this like middle colored hair. I usually don't put screen tones on Layla's hair unless it's like really necessary. And Gail has dark black, like pitch black, ink black hair for the manga. Gail's hair is the only thing that I'm like, oh, if I want to color these panels later, everyone's going to think he has black hair, not purple hair, but oh well, I'll deal with that later. Are there ecchi scenes? No. No. Okay, let's talk about that. I have a struggle. Because I am so easily, like, secondhand embarrassment from, like, romance scenes in a way, except I like to read romance scenes in other series, right? Just not, like, I can draw them, but I can't draw them. So there's, like, a kissing scene in Pink Willows towards the end. And even just sketching that panel, I had to, like, stop and be like, oh, every, like, 10 minutes. Because I'd be like, oh my god, this is too much. This is too much for me. Too much for me. Am I ace? Who knows? That's a question to be explored another day. So, you know, who knows? But, you know, I'm just, like, I don't know. So, no, I don't have very many, there are romantic scenes, but, like, it's more, like, wholesome, I guess. More wholesome than spicy. Which I know a lot of people do not prefer. But I can only go so far. I can only go so far. I must say so, everyone. Let's put this as size 250 maybe? Yeah. That's what promotional art and the covers are for. That is true. The hair color issue. I agree. Yeah. That, and also there are a couple. Do I still have this open? Can I click out of this, please? I'm begging. Okay. There are a couple like panels where, hold on, I can show you some of them. Where's the one where you first see his face? Here. Okay. There are a couple panels like here where he has like a light screen tone in his hair for like dramatics, just for extra detail. And I could, oh, I've got starry eyes and small pigtails. When did that happen? It's because I use the numpad to type. But yeah, where he has like a little screen tone in his hair where I could put the purple in there, so that would work out, I guess. But it's not every panel, so who knows? Who knows? But that is what the promo art is for, I suppose. He's slaying in that shot. Oh, yes, he is. In that shot, it looks pretty good. In that shot, it looks pretty good. Some of the other ones, not so much. But those are the ones that I will go back and fix. Because every day, I am getting more accustomed to my male drawing style. Because, like, I mean, even just this looks better than some of the other things that I showed you earlier today. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go back and fix a whole lot of the things. You know what I mean? Let me just give you one of these. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta put a lot of sparkles on this. But I have to see what's going on in my storyboard. Look at that. Storyboard domain. Oh. Storyboard domain. The storyboard, she looks kind of cuter. Maybe it's because I didn't give her eyelashes here. It's the tiny details, I'm telling you. It's the tiny details.
And I'll probably fix her up later anyway. Okay, anyway, back to this. We got the sparkles and then just the... Okay, yeah, we'll work with that. We'll work with this. The speech bubble. Speech bubble. Yes. Wholesome romance feels more fitting for the vibe of this so far anyway. That's fair. It kind of does. I feel like... Also, I will say, as long as the characters that I've made are, like, adults, you can make whatever fan art you want. All of the Pink Willow's characters are in their 20s, so do what you will. I don't think there's a single child character, besides in flashbacks in this series, besides flashbacks. So, like, I mean, if you want to make fan art that's spicy for them, go off. Please don't make fan art that's spicy in nature of the underage characters, that being said, though. But, you know, most of that's your business, not mine. I don't mind fan art in general of anything, though, that being said. Nope, only one. Only one is grammatically correct, Mimi. I know I want to put two, I keep changing my hair. Pardonnez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Comme ça va? Ça va bien? Ça va bien? Just typing a whole bunch of numbers at this point. Beep. Too big. Too fitty. Too big. Two. Too big. Two. 170. Too big. 150. 150 too big? 120. Okay. Yeah. Do whatever you want. Listen. I didn't say all that. I'm just saying, like, you know. My fan art policy is, for the most part, pretty lenient. You can draw whatever you want. Whether I'll interact with it after you share it or not is up for debate. But, you know, the fan art policy out here is pretty lenient. So, as long as you're not, Sweet Home Alabama or, like, age is just a number type vibes, you know. As long as you're not either of those, you know. Or, like, some other fucked up shit. I don't even know what else. But as long as you're not doing that, you know, I'm not gonna come for you, you know. I'm not gonna come for you. Do you say you do feel the same? Spark me like a flame. I know I'll never be the same. Oh. Yeah. Cool. This is good, right? Probably. I'm gonna put a little glow on that bad boy, but other than that, pretty good. Overlapping screen tones is my... What is a phrase that you use to say it's like your best work? What is it? Why can't I think of it? The creme de la creme. My kryptonite. My opposite of kryptonite. I don't even know. I don't know how to speak English anymore, okay? I don't know how to speak English anymore. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Anyway, gotta put a lot of these sparkles everywhere. I do know that doing manga like this is technically not correct, and I'm kind of waiting for someone to call me out on it and for me to be like, oh, well, I don't care. Because I know that traditionally speaking, manga should be, or like, it's always been made this way, so, like, the ideal is that it's made traditionally. But I like to make it digitally because that's how I want to make it. And it's so much easier for me to do it that way. So, you know, let me live, just in case you're going to be mad about that, you know?
if it looks good and it's using similar enough techniques, right? You know, like the screen toning and the way that it looks and whatever. I'm sure plenty of modern manga is made digitally. I'm sure plenty of it is made this way. You know? Right? Maybe not. I mean, depends. I'm sure I'm not offending people too much with this, right? Hopefully. Anyways, yeah. We're just putting a lot of these little sparkles here. And then we're gonna blend all these layers down. And I also think I want to put some extra sparkles in like, ooh, my God. In like a different type of way here. So like some of these. Yeah. So you take those and then you take a screen tone in white. You kind of put it on the edges to give that gradient effect because you can't do any blurs. Because I don't know how that'll print, but I don't think it'll look as good. You gotta have all them crisp lines. Little crisp. Cookie crisps. Now I want to play Supermarket Simulator. That's what it's called. Shopkeeper Simulator is what I was gonna say. My favorite game ever, Shopkeeper Simulator. And just some of these. Yes. And then layer copy. Make it white on top. And just a smidge smaller. Wow. There we go. That makes for a nice little sparkle. You know? Ooh. I'm getting a call from potential spam right now. I'm not gonna answer it. Do you guys answer spam calls? Sometimes I think about it. I do it occasionally, but I'm like, I really shouldn't. But like, it's kind of funny sometimes. You know? Yeah, something like that. Little spam calls where they're like, excuse me, can I have your credit card pretty please? And then you say no. And then they say why? And then you say, I swallowed shampoo. Think I'm gonna die. He said vomit. I said why? He said poison. I said goodbye. I swallowed shampoo. Think I'm gonna die. That'd be so funny. Imagine I answer it and it's like a person trying to steal my information and I just start saying that. I just recite that. Either that or I recite the other thing. Open it and close it immediately. That's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Wow. That was my cat over there. Not the one that I did. The one before the one that I did. Usually I do that. That's fair. That's fair. I remember one time my mom's friend, or I guess my friend's mom, because I was friends with her kid. She used to answer them, and she had a name. I think I've told this on stream before, but she had a name that was like a name that sounded like a guy's name, but her name was like she was a girl. I'm not gonna say her name just in case, but you know. But she had like one of those names that could be for either a boy or a girl. So sometimes scam callers would call thinking it was like her husband or something. So they would say like, "Hi, can we speak to this person?" And then she would be like, "He's dead. You can't. He's dead. Stop calling." Even though it was just her. Even though it was just her. And it was kind of funny. I remember at the time I was like, why do you even bother answering? That is so much. But honestly, there was more fun in it doing it that way. There's more fun in life if you mess with the scam callers. Cause
She did it while we were there once. And the person on the other side of the phone sounded like genuinely like they were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean, because she sounded like she was like sobbing dramatically or something at the mention of this man's name, this non-existent man. And it was very dramatic, and I felt bad for the person initially, but then I realized they're a spam caller, you know, like they're fine. They're fine. I'm sure they've had worse. You know? Anyway, I thought it was funny. He said poison. I said goodbye. Swallowed shampoo. I think I'm gonna die. Anyway. Have you guys ever swallowed shampoo? I'm sure I have. I mean, I have a lot of hair. So I'm sure I've done it at some point. But I lived. I lived, bitch. Okay, we gotta draw the big ass bunny ears, but my pen size is huge. That's the other thing, like, why I make my lines so sketchy and kind of like this is because it looks more, traditional, like traditional art. So it just looks nicer, I think, in, like, printed and manga format. And that's what I'm here for, you know, for it to look nice and pretty. Please look so nice and pretty. Tee-hee. Swallowed shampoo. Think I'm gonna die. He said poison. I said why? Anyway. Also, right now, I need you guys to know for this entire stream, I have been struggling to not sing a song that is stuck in my head. Because it is an NDA song for sure that is not released yet. It's not my song or anything. But it's a song I'm helping to do art for like the music video and stuff. And it is so good, but it's like I feel like I have access to CIA knowledge that I shouldn't. You know what I mean? It's such a good song. And yet I want to sing it, but I cannot. And I'm fighting the urge to spill all of the beans, more or less. I'm fighting the urge. I need to get a different song stuck in my head. I'm trying to get a different song stuck in my head, and it's not working. Anyway, let me see if I can think of something else to think about in my head. Also, my throat is kind of hurting, so maybe we'll call it soon. I know the stream's kind of short, but I did 2 long streams this week, so hopefully that's... Or 3 long streams this week? 3, I think. Yeah. We played 3 different... We played 2 games and did a drawing stream, so 3 long streams this week, so hopefully it's okay. Ooh! Big ol' bunny mirror monster. I kind of want to give it more fluffies down here. Just feels better to make it more fluffy. That's the back of it. Oopsie doopsie. Easy peasy lembo squeezy. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to draw the legs going, like, longer. I think if I draw the legs going kind of, like, longer out, it'll be cooler. Like out here, as opposed to just these, like, little nubby nubs that are there. Maybe. Ooh. Also, I haven't eaten yet, so maybe I should. You know what? Let's call it a day, I think. Thank you guys for helping me rant, or letting me rant, I guess, and enjoying my rants and stuff. I think I'm going to call it right here for now. I will be back on Monday. Probably with more games or something. I don't know. I want to organize... When did Hoshi get out here?
I want to organize another content warning collab soon because that game is really funny. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Bao will be able to join this time. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thanks for vibing. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it as always. Sorry the stream had literally no plan, and it was just kind of a big jumble of me speaking words and stuff. But you know, sometimes that happens. Has been a very fun stream hearing your thoughts and plans with old concept art and new whips. Thank you. Yes, I am excited about all of these things that we have going on. Lots of stuff that I want to finish and share with the world. So much stuff I want to share around, you know what I mean? Do cool stuff with, I want to publish this, I want to color it, I want to post it, I want the world to see it. I want to work on the fruit punch and have the same thing happen, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I usually come in with a plan, but I didn't even schedule this stream till last night, and I was like, I don't know what we're gonna play today, so I was just like, well, drawing. And then this morning I was like looking at it, and I was like, wow, I can't even work on a commission like normal, because almost all of my commissions right now are NDA required, so it's a little funky. It's a little funky, so I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, hopefully we can get some of this stuff published soon enough, and you guys will be able to actually understand what is going on a little bit more than my nonsensical ramblings, and enjoy it and stuff, you know what I mean? I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys chatting with me, vibing, etc., talking, you know how it is. Thank you so much. I enjoy getting to know how all your grinding is going, even if it's disorganized. That is so true. It's only disorganized because, I'm one of those people where I'm like, if I don't feel like working on this, I'll just work on one of the other things that I also have to work on. It's complicated. It's crazy. The story is definitely disorganized for the fruit bunch right now also. But, we'll figure it out. Busy little bee? Yes, I am a busy bee. I will agree with that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ciao for now, everybody. I hope you guys having a wonderful weekend and rest of your Friday. I hope you enjoy it. Take it easy, eat something good, hang out with somebody, do something fun. I don't know, watch something interesting, etc. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday with a more planned stream. Whatever that may be. We will plan it over the weekend. Haha. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hopefully my cough will be gone by then too, because the way my voice sounds right now. Thank you. Okay, ciao for now, everybody. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. I'm gonna go make some potato something or something maybe. I'm gonna go eat some food. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. Bye, Amaraki. Bye, Re-Rules. Bye, N243K. Bye, Fool. Bye, Kaiko. Bye, Lurkers. Bye, VOD Watchers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Snail. Bye-bye. 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 This is me eating my way out of the stream.